information for your 21 insight. Clearly, like you got information that it's like, you know, it is what it is.
Your good roll doesn't mean it's a good play.
Exactly.
I need the Hamlet inspiration. I need to know that someone's uncle killed their brother.
I'm really happy that like I didn't give you inspiration now, because now you're like aware that you have to do good role playing for me to give you inspiration. So now I can hold this over your head for the entire session. This is just like DMing 101. Make you guys work for it.
I don't want to work.
All right. So of course you guys. The white-haired lady approaches, who talked to you before. Her twin, obviously the sword-wielding twin, was the one on the other side of Mert. And as she approaches, she quietly says, "Hello, how are you?"
Good. Thanks for letting us stay in the rafters last night.
It is quite nice, yes. I like the play. I've seen it too many times. Too many times, honestly.
Who wrote this play?
Mert.
It's good.
Is it? it's okay. Yeah, it's good.
What's your name? Are you from Waterdeep?
Yes, my name is Megra, and I am a Luskin. I am from north of here, the end of the world, as it were.
How long have you been in Waterdeep?
Yes, I've been in Waterdeep now. I don't know that you would say I've been in Waterdeep. I travel quite a bit.
How long have you stayed here? How long have you sat in Waterdeep?
This is a very specific question and kind of strange. I would like you to stop asking questions now.
I go back to watch the play.
Okay. I have some other information to share if we're willing to trade question for question. I understand that Mert may not be the best person to talk to you, but if you're willing to receive information truthfully and honestly, I will give you information as well.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
Would you like the first question to ask of me, and I will ask the question after? It seems only fair as I'm proposing.
Okay.
Agreeable.
Then ask your question.
What do you know about the plague?
I'm sorry, I missed that. What's up?
What do you know about the plague in Waterdeep?
I know that the plague is being caused by some source in Waterdeep, and that we were able to... I mean, that's a general question. Well done. But I'm going to ask a very general question as well, so I hope that you maintain the same level of this. I'm just going to say, don't play any nice tricks. I'm going first. This is trust here. We build trust, yeah? Anyway... We know that the plague was started by these tubes that were shipped into Waterdeep. There was 9 tubes in total that were taken into Waterdeep and placed in various locations to start it. We know that the Xanathars are not likely responsible for it at this point, as it seems to me that it is as a surprise to them that they were there. We discovered the first of the tubes underneath in the castle ward, underneath the Great Drunkard, just south of the market. It seemed to be when we removed the tube, the castle ward's infection rate dropped significantly. And you have now discovered a tube in the north ward. There's 7 wards in total and 9 tubes, and we cannot find them fast enough. Hopefully, if we remove the other tubes, the infection rate would lessen, but at the same time, we need to know who's setting them, as they could just call in more tubes. Or find some other mysterious way. I don't know who would want to kill people on this scale. It is insane. This was good information, no?
It was good information, thank you.
How do you know all this? Oh, I'm sorry. It's your turn to ask a question.
I appreciate it. I will count that as your next one, though, unfortunately for you. I will answer it in kind, though, and then ask to myself. We know it because we had a thief. There is a thief in Waterdeep known as the Black Viper. She is a quite great thief, and while she does not necessarily work with our organization on a regular basis, she has been known to drop hints to us and be, shall we say, sympathetic to our cause. And one of the notes that she said is that many nights ago there was a boat that came ashore with 4 masked men on it. They bore the masks, and as they took ashore, they took the shipment of that and went into the sewers. It was a strange thing that she said to us, and when the sickness began, she decided to report it to us. And that led us to investigate underneath the castle ward, and where we found the first tube underneath the Great Drunkard ourselves. The four masked men were, one was wearing a mask of a devil, one was wearing the mask of a jester, one was wearing the mask of a snake, and one was wearing the mask of a doll. A very finely wrought masks they were, and they seemed to have some magic that prevented her from further identifying traits about them, similar to what the masked lords of Waterdeep wear. But not the masks in and of themselves. Obviously, the masks of the masked lords of Waterdeep are quite different.
Thank you.
Now I ask 2 questions, yes? Yes. What did you find in Xanathar's hideout?
I think we found one of those tubes, which it sounds like you already knew that we destroyed.
I did know. You did say it yesterday. I picked up on that. Apologies, but I would like to know more information of how you destroyed it and how you disposed of it.
Disposed of it.
We just broke it open, essentially, by shooting it.
Doing that may have injected a... May I give you free information?
Of course.
I would suggest in the future that you find another method, as doing that in the short term will infect the area, while the infection source and the creature that carries the disease will die off, and long term the infection will not there. You may have injected a large dose into the North Ward, unfortunately, by destroying the tube in the same spot that it was placed.
Okay.
I will keep in mind too that the tubes, that the one we found in the castle ward was well booby-trapped, and I give you no guilt, as unfortunately I failed to dismantle it myself, and it was exploded, and I only escaped with my teeth, and I also caused the castle ward to become more infected as well. So we're 2 for 9 here. It's not going very well. But you found the tube. Anything else? I would ask you to maintain the same level of broadness, and I have one more question, and I gave you free information. I don't know. I'm so bad at this game. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Were you going to ask another question, or do you want us to tell you more first?
I wanted you to tell me more about the first question. I apologize, I'm not satisfied. You must have found more in that hideout.
We found a mind flayer who had a drow as kind of his captive.
What?
And neither of them made it out of there alive.
The drow was working with a nimble right to try and
Yes.
well, keep a what was it, a spectator?
Yeah, a beholder.
A spectator.
One of those.
Repressed for some
An
reason.
eyeball.
We don't.
And a mouth dangerously close to its anus.
We didn't help them much. We don't know what they were trying to accomplish. Doesn't seem like they were working with the mind flayer, but whatever they were up to didn't go very well for them either.
It is a vicious monster, spectators. I am surprised you're alive. You are more a robust crew than I would have given you credit as one pulled together by Volo Gedenthorpe. I wish to ask a question as to why you are here, but I will hold back. I will hold back, because I want to know each of your reasons, but I must insist on information first. Furthermore, is that a complete thing? Did you find anything on the drow?
We found various things in the wreckage.
That's not specific. Remember, I was very forthcoming.
Just forewarning you that there are multiple things. We found a couple weapons. One was this pepper box.
Ooh. It is not shoot. Pepper box typically only pistol. This rifle. Well done.
Yeah.
Can you shoot it, or may I take it from you?
I can shoot it.
Oh,
but,
I apologies. I just, if you can't shoot it, who reads it? Come on.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. All right.
We also found a rapier, which I do not carry. I don't know who has it.
Peter has it.
Oh, I carry it. Sorry. Hi, I'm back.
It's cool. I saw you. I love you, dude. You're keeping people safe. That's what I'm saying. You're helping consultations, and they don't have to go in for it. I'm just saying it's important. Anyways.
Yeah. One of the more mysterious items that we found is a ring. It just gave me some bad vibes. Didn't really want to touch it.
May I see it?
Well, I don't have it. I think you have it.
I ask all these questions for all of you.
Hmm.
May I see it? To all of you.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, you do. You have the
Wrap
ring.
it
You have
in
the purple
well-
brain ring.
Purple brain ring.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I'm not touching that shit.
You wrapped it up and put it in your pocket. It's still in there, wrapped in a piece of cloth.
Well, I guess I will hold it out in my palm and gingerly unwrap it and warn her not to
Makes
touch it.
a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
Oh, no, she's gonna go after the precious.
No, it got jumbled in his pocket. He's gonna make a dexterity saving throw not to touch the ring.
Oh, take off your pants, boy.
That's...
You manage it. You managed to sprill it out, but it was a very risky thing for you to do. And you're kind of thinking to yourself, man, I hope this ring doesn't do anything bad if I touch it. Do you show it to her?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. This is a ring of mind shielding.
A ring of mind shielding, eh?
Yes. It can save your life if you die with it on.
And yet it gives us all such a bad feeling. Are there any risks that come with touching it?
Who was holding it? Did the person die when they were wearing it?
Were there?
Yeah.
It got kind of messy in there.
I mean,
We're not exactly sure.
We weren't wearing it. Presumably one of them was, and they both died.
When you die wearing a ring of mind... First off, the ring of mind shielding protects your mind from being invaded or using telepathy to know yet, and it gives you advantage on intelligence saving throws, but that's not a weird thing I would say in universe. I don't know why the fuck I said that. But continuing on, it just makes you very smart. Very smart. And one of the difficult elements of this is that if you die while wearing it, your soul, instead of moving on, proceeds into the ring. So whatever creature is inside of that ring, if you were to put the ring on, it may be able to both communicate with you and maybe more.
Aww.
What manner of creature died with that? There was a drow and a mind flayer? Oh, I would not put that the fuck on. But like, seriously though, like, I must insist, if we could either give it to the Harpers, we would dispose of it or attempt to interrogate the mind flayer within. I do not mean to insult you, good Sir Wizard, but unfortunately I must suggest your skills are not up to handling an item of this power. It is wondrous and nearly priceless, but I do not think you could sell it in good faith. If you did, it would kill the first shopkeep you gave it to.
Would you be willing to trade for it then?
I do not... What were you going to do with it? If the plan is to go and kill somebody with it, I will just kill you here now, obviously. I apologize. That would be a death sentence to any pawn owner.
Well, no disrespect, but you're only one person. How do we know that there isn't somebody else who's more qualified to handle it than you are? We just met you today.
I appreciate that. I understand you have doubts in my credentials, but you don't have doubts in the credentials of the Harpers. Yes?
Well, this is a kind of...
Awkward. I understand. What are you planning to do with the ring, is the point. Would you freely allow me to ask that question at this point, as part of our game? It appears you have not made a decision of it yet.
Not quite.
Well, then let me suggest that whatever you do, we do not want a mind flayer loose in Faerun. Destruction of the ring would be our first priority, barring any information that we could get out of such something. I do not think we would be able to extract information. If it's the drow, which it very well might, we might be able to extract information, but the risk of the mind flayer is very great. Very great indeed. I would not mentally tangle with such a creature as that.
What do we think, y'all?
I don't want it. I've never wanted it. I'm gonna show you.
Sounds like bad juju.
Yeah, it's above our pay grade. I say curry the favor and just give it to them.
I guess there's no reason to be suspicious of the Harpers at this point. So.
I mean, there's always reasons to be suspicious of people, but like if you're constantly on your guard, you'll never make friends.
Trevor, roll me an insight check. (17 plus 3), so 20 on the die. Not a 20 on the die, but like a non-nat 20. With that, this lady seems to be somebody who's more of an idealist. You could tell she kind of, the idea that you would sell it to her kind of pissed her off a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's definitely like you got a bad of toxic thing, and she's like, pay me not to the situation from her perspective is that you had a toxic packet of sludge and you were like, pay me not to throw this in the ocean. That's like her perspective on the matter. She's trying to be polite, but it was like she's like yeah.
You cold son of a bitch.
And someone who is similarly given to moral outrage, I immediately backpedal, seeing that her intentions are true, and agree to give her the ring. As long as she does what she says she intends to do with it.
I'll take you a step further. I promise we will destroy this ring instead of attempting to get information from it.
Sounds good. Wait, you say you're not going to try and get any information out of it?
That was my plan, unless you thought that there was office. If you think it was drow, then yes, I try. But if it possibly mind flayer, I ain't putting that shit on.
Right.
We have a priest that we know in the city for the War Sisters of Duin. We go there, and I will take it to them, and they will purge the soul so that it continues on without anyone having to come into mental contact with the person inside. That is my plan.
Sounds good.
Okay.
She takes out a box and opens it up and offers it. It seems to be like a heavy-duty silver and lead-lined box. And she intimates for you to throw it inside.
And I throw it inside.
Okay. Smacks it shut. I appreciate that you did the right thing in this situation. I know that trust is not good, but know that this day you, Ulmarek, have earned my trust and Onatara and your metal friends. I bring other news, if you willing.
Yes.
What news?
If I may, I would dispense with our game at this point. You have earned some measure of the Harper's affection, or at least my own. I cannot speak for Mert. He was a little drunk last night, I apologize. I would say that the Sea Maiden's Fair is a possible point of which these files were brought in. At this point, I do not think that the Xanathar Guild is involved, other than it being a patsy for whatever is happening. I would seek to either investigate the Sea Maiden's Fair, and by the same token, I would want to know, as you have insisted yourself, and Volo was looking into it as well, why the plague parties continue at the Castle Antlers. These parties, however, seem to be an excellent spot for these people to congregate, the upper nobility of Waterdeep, who are in no doubt involved. I would say that it is a perfect opportunity to find out who may be involved.
I agree.
That said,
one of those things as well.
I'm not sure you can attend without your names cleared. And more to the point, before we go to such a thing, it may be necessary for us to find out what Volo did and did not know. Under what context did he hire you? And what do the authorities know? And more important, the authorities have information that I would suggest going to the courthouse and attempting to find out information from Volo, if you could sneak in and sneak out very cleverly. The other thing that is there that we have discovered is that the authorities, or Laeral Silverhand, has done a spell to figure out the density of the sick population in the cities based on the wards. depending on if that information was able to be found, we might be able to intuit where the green pipes have been placed inside of Waterdeep, based on the sickness in each of the individual wards. That information is currently in the hands of the Magister, a man by the name of Magister Umbero Zastro, who is currently at the court, and he will be in session, in which his office will be empty. If I make a suggestion, I think that before you proceed to any sort of a party, you would have to go either have your name cleared or have information from Volo to know what is happening. Again, we do not know what Dr. Nyla wants. I can send a spy and a runner to try to ascertain. I have a bounty hunter, and she can see if there's any bounties out for you all.
Before we go to that, and before I forget, you said that there's a right way to get rid of these tubes without,
It is as yet we have not discovered.
Okay.
One would suggest that if you were able to disarm, each of the tubes has an attached bomb, and if you are able to disarm the bomb, you can move the tube away from the location. Disposing of the tube, I have no idea, but at the very least, I'd rather, instead of destroying the tubes, perhaps removing the tubes from the locations that they were intended for. So at least when the tubes explode, they don't explode in the waterway, is I think, the intended effect. I don't know why it makes sense, though. The long-term Waterdeep will survive this, but many, many, many people will become infected and die in the next couple of days. It doesn't seem a great way to cause a disease so much as it just seems to create a large amount of large-scale death in a short notice.
It's a culling.
Don't mind mechanical friend there. Thank you. You've given us a lot of information to mull over.
Please come find me if you need to find out more information. Before you leave, I would ask that you tell me where you were off to, so that we may stay in communication with more paper birds. And she holds out a piece of paper that is a magical paper bird that you can use to send messages to her. One message, obviously. Stay in communication. It is as if not known whether or not we can be of use to each other, but I like you. I think your heart's in the good place, and defeating the Mind Flayer Dehalor is no small duty to anyone in Waterdeep. You have risked the city's denizens. For many years, Xanathar has used his Mind Devourers to control many clerks and other officials in Waterdeep, and you have saved that fate from this city. Though it was a small one, you have done us a service, and you have done the people of Waterdeep a service. And by extension, I hope that you continue to do more.
Thank you. We'll try.
Aye.
So, guys, where do you want to go?
She's leaving.
Well, it looks like we have to sneak into the courthouse and...
No, I want to be clear. You guys have tons of options here. You can go back and investigate the sewers. You can go to the courthouse. You can go to Temple of Gond. You can try to go investigate the Castle Lanterns Villa. There's obviously a party later tonight, so you have to wait a certain amount of time, but you can go to the villa. You can also go and try to think. You can go investigate the Sea Maiden's Fair. That's totally something you can just go down and do and check it out.
So here's my thoughts on the matter. So, I feel like if we go to the party or the fair without clearing our names, we're gonna get arrested. So I wonder about going to, I don't know when our appointment is at the courthouse, but we could go to the court.
Afternoon.
You don't have an appointment at the courthouse.
Well, yeah, but it's expected that we go in the
Nope,
afternoon.
it's not. You guys are confusing two things. There is the Temple of Gond, which the policeman made Somnus go to because he's going to be inspected. He's going in for a car inspection. Versus there's also the courthouse where Volo is being held. You have never been invited to the courthouse.
Yeah, I keep getting them mixed up.
Yeah, sorry. It's two very similar things because it's both the law. But essentially the Temple of Gond is something that you guys can do. You guys can also move around Waterdeep and go to these locations if you use disguises and other things. You can attempt to disguise yourselves.
Well, we can definitely sneak.
You two would be a lot less inconspicuous than me and the other Somnus, who's robots that are not basic.
They are both very distinctive robots.
Yes.
One of which is expected at the Temple of God.
Correct.
So we would need to go to the courthouse to try and clear our names.
Or just sneak in and sneak out and talk to Bolo when we go.
I think the question for you guys here is that do you want to proceed in this adventure without talking to the authorities of Waterdeep, or do you?
She was saying she had a bounty hunter friend who could check if there were any warrants out for us, but she's already walking away. Did we miss that opportunity?
No, you could ask.
We should do that, right?
Okay, sure.
Hey, wait, come back. What was that about your
Yes?
bounty?
Yes? Hello?
Sorry.
I've already sent the paper bird. We're inquiring anyways, sorry. It was just something I do. I wanted to make it seem like I was doing you a favor. It's fine. I'm sorry.
What was that about your bounty hunter friend who might be able to check if there are any bounties out for us? Is that something?
I already had them checking. I'll know in the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, wonderful. We'll just sit tight then.
Yes, please. Yes, please. You just sit and talk. In 5 or 10 minutes, a paper bird flies through the open kind of vents, because this is an old theater building. It has these things that are called, it's kind of cool. The theater doesn't have, like, flames actively in it. It has, like, these eternal flames and sconces, which are, like, magically done flames. But it has, like, these shafts of light in through the roof, and a paper bird flies in and dispatches to her, and she opens it up. Yes, it appears that 4 individuals, 2 Nibblerites, no description, and a gnome and a furbolg are wanted for questioning by the Magister. Specifically, Seth Cromley and Barnabas Blastwind. Apologies, Barnabas Blastwind.
Barnabas Blastwind.
Yeah, that's how you do it. She doesn't have the... I'm trying to do... I've used his name as like a synecdoche to like trigger his accent. Barnabas Blastwind, so I do like the little jowl jiggle. And the saying the name, yeah, say the name, and now I can do Barnabas because Barnabas.
Yeah,
is, yeah, exactly. So I can't say his name in anyone else's accent because it just fucks me up real bad. Sorry, Trevor could manage it. You can act through accents. I accents are just, oh man, I'm so sorry, guys.
Every accent turns into every other accent.
Well, she's gone through a phase. Hey, can you tell how she's gone from like Norwegian to Indian
German to like Scandinavian, but to Russian, and is like
it was a slow descent.
Yeah,
the accent started melting.
It was literally like you kind of just went through the whole Silk Road with that accent. I'm so sorry.
No, it got there. It got there.
Yeah.
She didn't tell us anything we didn't already know, right?
We suspected, I think.
She probably confirmed a couple of facts. I'm just trying to confirm. You guys seemed unsure as to elements of the mystery. I'm just giving you hard confirmation for a lot of stuff. She didn't tell you too much that you didn't already know, but you have also given information.
I just meant about the bounty specifically. Sorry, I know
okay. Oh, yeah. She says, yeah. She didn't tell you too much. She's like, just the police are looking for you. There's not a bounty on you. The bounty hunters have not been engaged. Meaning that there's not a crime you've been charged with. You've been asked to be questioned.
I think we might as well talk to the authorities then, see, because we're kind of moving in the dark still.
Sure.
All right. Do you guys want to pose as Minus Omnis owners? Because
that's only if we go to the temple, right? Well, I guess you guys are just generally conspicuous, though, huh?
Yeah. Like
I hate to do that again. But maybe.
Because it looks like they just see us. What are we? Nimberthrows or Nibblerites as like items / secondhand citizens. Like we need our owners to speak for us.
If anybody asks, yeah, we'll do the talking, and if anybody asks, you're with us. That sounds good.
We're not with you. You own us.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I meant.
You gotta show authority.
It's really becoming creepy when you say it like that. I don't know why.
I mean, am I wrong?
No, you're super accurate. It's not comfortable. How about that?
If you guys give us any like shred of kindness or free will, they'll know that something's off and the jig is up.
That's-
Right.
Okay. You have a deed in your butt.
Feel free to slap me around and spit at me if you
the
need
deed
to.
literally out of your ass and be like, sorry, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason we own nimble rights.
All right. As you guys leave, it's about midday now. Noon is high in the sky, and you guys have to pass. I'm just trying to check where you guys pass through. You guys are leaving the theater district up towards the castle ward. You're going to pass through the Holly Hands house, and you're going to pass kind of near the Sea Ward, past where the Castellaner Villa is, down Diamond Street near the House of Moons, and past the Spires of the Morning to the Halls of Justice. Near the Font of Knowledge, in the distance you can see the Lady of Dreaming, a giant castle-like structure in the Blackstaff's tower, where Vardra, the Blackstaff, presides over Waterdeep and the Force Grey. In the distance you can see Mount Waterdeep with the peak top area and all the various castles, and Algorand's tower and the castle Waterdeep in the distance. You're not also too far from the Great Drunkard, which is where the second of the two tubes were found. If you guys proceed to the Halls of Justice, you should see it on roll 20 now. And I have you guys down on the bottom down here. You guys are on the street. Around the corner, you can see the entrance to the Hall of Justice. If you circle the building, you can see on the back side there's kind of another entranceway around the back. You guys can proceed through there, or you can go to the front door where two guards, who look rather bored, are sitting against the wall. They also look a little sickly, to be honest with you. I just also want to note in the distance from here, from the Halls of Justice, you can spy the Godcatcher. It's a giant statue with its arm upraised towards the sky, holding a massive globe in its hand.
I mean, if we were summoned here, we should probably just go through the front door, yeah?
Wait, we weren't summoned here.
We weren't summoned here.
Oh. Fuck me.
So we need to go up to the teller, grab a number, sit in an uncomfortable plastic chair, and then wait to be called.
Hey Peter, welcome back. They're they're turning themselves in.
Oh, lovely.
Just joking. No, that's not what's happening.
We belong to them. It just makes it easier because they don't see us as real beings.
Yeah.
This is uncomfortable.
You guys are gonna have to explain why we're fancy.
Can you stop diving into your cover story? It's making me uncomfortable.
We need to tell them something, unless I make you so uncomfortable that you just give us what we want without RPing this, because this is what's gonna happen, Jack.
That's never worked in any of my sessions ever. Anyways, you want to try to have sex with something? I'll simulate it. You might regret it, but I'll simulate it.
Oh, buddy.
Why did I?
You're lucky Gauss doesn't have genitalia.
Okay. Well, not that. God, I am uncomfortable. Anyways, you guys get to the courthouse, and yeah, you're around the corner. You can see the guards. Do you guys just march straight inside, or what are you doing?
Can we don PPE first? Do we
Yeah,
have some?
yeah, you got PPE. Yeah.
Let's put that on
It's
before.
also a note that everybody moving around the city, there's very few people, but everybody is wearing. A lot of people are wearing like masks and shit. So
Yeah, we should definitely put that on.
Yeah.
yeah, it would actually be difficult in Waterdeep to identify you if you wanted to run from the wall.
Yeah.
We
let's
wanted
do
to what? Put it on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we also put PPE on, even though we kind of don't need it?
It's up to you.
Might be more human looking.
I mean, we're gonna look anything but human, regardless of what we put on our faces.
That's not true. I mean, if you wear clothes, like that's been established, you wear armor. If you put something over your face, like you probably make like a winding noise, but it's not like necessarily immediately apparent from distance that you're not human.
You should put on the PPE.
All right, I put on the prettiest PPE we have.
It's all the same. It's all identical. That's the point.
Mine is prettier, Jack.
It's not.
A little bit more shiny than ours.
It's
A
not.
little bit longer nose.
Megan, don't coddle him. I appreciate you, but don't coddle him. All right.
Let's start walking right through the door and just assume that this is.
Yeah, if you walk with authority and purpose, no one's gonna stop you. That is how I got into many a bars when I was underage.
Wow.
Probably some equivalent of a
Peter, shut up. You and me you're literally like the guy I went to underage bars with.
No, I know, but it's like it's always weird being like on the other side and then hearing about it happen. You're just like, why? Why?
My ass is 30. I roll my eyes at kids now. I'm old.
Yeah.
When I was 19
children.
and going out for St. Patrick's Day for the first time, and I just walked by a bouncer at a bar and just kept walking, and him trying to call me back to check my ID until eventually he was defeated and was like, never mind. It was wonderful.
All right. You guys proceed inside. The guards do not stop you. 2 guards stand outside each of the front door, and as you enter, I'm going to go ahead and reveal the area here. Go ahead and move your characters inside. You see that room has 10-foot high ceilings with 8-foot high passages and 7-foot high doorways connecting them. Windows are fitted with iron bars that require a successful DC 30 strength check. Doors are made of iron-bound oak, and you can see them all about. All areas are brightly lit by continual flame spells cast on wall scones. Cisterns. Okay, yep. You see a cistern on the roof collecting rainwater, which you suspect is why they're not that sick. Yeah, you can see, too, as you enter, there's 2 privies right here. Ed and Trevor, you guys moving your characters?
I cannot select my character to move it.
All right.
I have no idea why.
Go ahead and select him now.
Yeah.
Trevor?
Yeah.
My thingy crashed. I'm trying to reload it.
All right, I'll move you inside. So, yeah, you come into this area, and there's a clerk behind a desk and a guard directly behind him. You can see there's a hallway around the side over here, which you can't see around. There's desks, so as you guys come into the area, 2 guards stand outside the doors of the room. Behind a desk sits a court clerk. Uncomfortable wood benches line the walls. A copper plaque mounted above each bench says, "In common, please have a seat. Someone will be with you shortly." 2 privies are situated in the corner by the entrance right here.
2 whaties?
Privies.
Privies. Oh, privies. Yeah.
I take a seat.
Okay. Does everybody sit down?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Trevor sitting on my lappy lap.
The clerk just like, no one notices you. Or like asks you to like anything. The clerk is just like there writing on his desk. Do you guys like sit and wait?
Should we ask them where the bathroom is?
Sure.
I mean, is that something we want to do? Just be like,
Do you need to go? Because I thought you didn't have genitals.
He does not.
no, we need to like either find Volo and see what's up, or we need to talk to that one person to clear our name per chance.
Yeah, I feel like you're in this situation. You guys need to decide. I mean, you could probably take this guardhouse if you want to and just like go full anarchy on it. Not that I'm tempting it or anything.
Not at all. Not even in the slightest.
No, Gauze is like really shook right now. He thought he made a friend. He revived this guy like multiple times, and like when he wanted to leave and not live anymore, it was like, all right, it's gonna be over. But he found out he didn't die, and he turned against him. Psh.
All right.
His world is shook.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go up to the clerk and say that we have information on the prisoner Volo that was taken into custody earlier, and would like to speak with him if possible.
I don't think you can talk to any of our individual prisoners, but you can, of course, talk to the Sergeant-at-Arms. If that would help, he'd be willing to take statements from each of you.
Yeah.
Where's he at?
I shall call him. And he picks up a bell and goes, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, no, sorry, that's wrong. He, grabs, a little thing by his thing and pulls a string and makes a bell on the wall go ding-a-ling-a-ling. A little bit of time passes, and eventually out from this doorway. You guys can see around the corner now. Hold on. Let me reveal area. You guys can see around the corner now, and there's another guard right here, and another guard comes up, and it is a kind of a well-dressed knight, and he comes in and he stands and stretches you guys. Well-dressed. I mean, he's in plate armor. Is the point? He clanks in. He's got that cop vibe. How about that? He's got like crew cut top, blonde crew cut top. He kind of looks like Guile from Street Fighter. And
he's got a tie painted on his chest plate.
Yeah,
just for professionalism.
Yeah, he's got like a Waterdeep city badge on his chest plate too, and he just looks very tired. He looks very, very, very fucking tired. And he comes in, he's like, "Yep, what's this? How are you guys? What seems to be the situation here?"
We have information about someone you reprimanded earlier named Volo.
Volo's in holding downstairs, a little bit more than a reprimand, miss.
Okay. We have information about him.
What do you need to take a statement, or what is the nature of your said information?
Well, we would just like to help you out. So I don't know what information is going to be of the most use to you, but maybe we can just have a chat.
Is it information on the nature of Volo's crimes? Is that what you're coming to tell me?
I believe so, yes.
All right.
What is the full extent of his crimes?
It appears high treason against Waterdeep.
Does it have to do with the plague?
I am not at liberty at this time to tell you that, ma'am.
Well, if it does, then we might have some information for you.
Do you have information about the plague? The plague is the plague, ma'am.
Not the plague itself, but his role in it.
How does he have a role in the plague? Did he... I'm confused.
He hired us.
To do what, ma'am?
To find PPE and try to figure out who is causing the plague.
You were the individual that was running from the scene when Dr. Nilo helped us to arrest Volo, were you not?
We were helping Dr. Nilo at the time.
How were you helping him by running away from him?
We saved him twice. You're welcome.
Okay. Ma'am, if you don't mind cooperating, which I do highly stress you should cooperate at this moment, I would ask you to come into custody for a short time, and I can get Barnabas Blastwind and Seth Cromley down here to have a discussion with you all.
Okay.
Okay. If you proceed back to the clerk's office and surrender any weapons that you have.
I don't like the sound of this.
Oh, what was that?
You would come back to the clerk's office and surrender any weapons that you have. We'll move you down to central holding.
What do you do when your whole body's a lethal weapon?
Oh my god.
Nice biceps, sir.
Chill it,
You're gonna
playboy.
set off some vectors at some point.
Come with me.
Okay.
You're gonna go with him?
Yeah, that's the question. That is the question. That is the question.
And everyone else.
It doesn't make sense in my character to fucking start a fight in the courthouse. So I guess so.
This is the question. This is like a genuine thing. You guys got to look at each other and communicate this. So Onathera may try to run, and Umeric may not go with her. That's like a thing that might fucking happen. You guys don't know each other that super well. You've been through some shit at this point, but like, you're 2 days into knowing this person.
In movie terms, that's all it takes.
Right, exactly. Sandra Bullock and what's his face?
If one of us was
Matrix.
Disney princess, we would have a wedding by now.
I mean, he's not wrong on that.
I was thinking Sandra Bullock. What's Speed? Oh God, his Speed. Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock and Speed. Fast
Never
relationships
seen it.
work. Please continue. I'm not putting your characters in a relationship. I was about to say there's no reason that gnome ranger wants to get all that fur in her teeth. Please continue. That not from doing anything sexual, from like kissing. Like, come on, that's not inappropriate.
I was picturing cannibalism.
That's such an aggressive turn.
I hear gnomes are gnarly.
What the fuck? I regret it so much. It's not what I meant, Megan. What I meant was that, like, I don't know what I meant. Can we please play D&D?
This is D&D.
So uncomfortable.
All right, so
does he gesture to all of us? Does he?
Yes.
See the rights are with us. Okay.
Yep.
when do we have to relinquish our weapons?
Now,
At what point?
he's got, like, cuffs out. Like, you're coming with him or you're not. You guys got to make a decision.
We have to go in cuffs too?
I could ask you not to be cuffed, ma'am, if you proceed to this, but I need you to go ahead and relinquish your weapons here.
Define weapons.
Weapons,
I say let's just do it.
sir.
Let's see
I
what
don't want
happens.
to hear. I don't want to have to hear any nonsense from you, sir.
I'll surrender my weapons. I don't think I did anything wrong.
Thank you very much. That will be held in consideration. We deeply appreciate it, gentlemen, and things.
I guess I hand over my staff and dagger.
Yeah, I'll give over my weapon.
Components pouch too, sir.
Of course.
I am nothing with my accessories. They're not removable. They're attached.
What is attached? You never cleared that with me.
Everything's attached.
That's not how it works, dude.
I know. I'm just fucking right now.
I know you are.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm happy to say that, but like, if you wanted that to be a fact, you needed to square that with me beforehand. I'm actually happy if that was actually a part of your character. I don't have any issues with it, but you just needed to physically tell me that.
No, it was never part of.
Oh, you're
of
just
anything.
you're just fucking with me now. Okay.
I'm
cool.
just fucking with you.
Okay, that makes me feel.
Because I would
supported.
have to like bluff that like yeah everything is attached and I'm not here for that. Take my shit.
Somnus.
You said yes,
Peter,
I believe.
are you good?
Oh no, yeah, I'm giving my weapons
Okay.
up. Yeah.
All right. So you guys surrender your weapons.
Let's see what happens.
They take the bag of holding from you,
Oh,
which also contains midnight tears and everything else. They take that into questioning, and they're going to move you guys down to cells. They're going to take you in through a court and take you down to the bottom floor. I'm going to move your characters around a little bit. You guys can see where you are now, please.
Holding cells.
Yep, you guys are in this new area. Where did I put... Whoop, he's not there. I know I put... There's Peter. Alright, you guys are all in holding cells, and they put you in the block area, and across the cell from you, you can see Volo Gedenthorpe in his cell. Yeah, so you guys are packed away. All your weapons have been removed to you. You saw them be put in area right here, into the clerk's office, which is up the stairs here, which leads here. Do you guys kind of see that? You don't really see that. Actually, I'm going to just reveal the areas just to make this super easy. You guys get a sense of the layout as you guys are coming through here. They also have showers in area H7 where they kind of sprayed everybody down for some reason. It seems to be a new policy to do with the plague. You see...
Are we all wet now?
Yeah, they strip you naked and spray you down.
Oh, great, cool. It's like that one scene from Guardians 1.
It is not fantastic. They are...
Do I at least get a good waxing?
Why?
It's like harsh water. Like they use like no water softener at all.
Well, it's also
So-
a fucking medieval shower system where they pull a string and it blasts out like a hose water from...
Oh, so it's Flashdance. Like yes.
Yeah. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I was about to say, water's probably fucking full of plague.
Water full of plague. Wait, what is it, like-
Constitution D20 plus 3. Let's do it.
I would also outline
plus
that
6
all
now.
of this water comes... Well, you-
Tonight's gonna be great.
You can't get
Bam.
disease. Neither you nor Peter can get disease.
But still, it's
I
nice
know.
to know.
Okay.
I feel the germiness on me, and it just makes me feel gross.
Onethera with a net. Onethera with a net. Okay, you gotta roll.
It makes me feel so gross.
Yeah.
It's just so gross, guys. Like there's
Onethera...
like
Okay, guys, calm down. Onethera with a nat 1. Trevor, you need to roll.
Yeah, I'm working
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. So yeah, nothing happens to either of you. You notice that the rain from the showers probably comes from the rainwater collection on the roof. That you think of. Anyways, you guys are put into holding cells, kind of given like a couple of orange jumpsuits, or I guess not orange tunics, as were. And they're put into the cell. And you see Volo kind of in the corner in his his oversized. They didn't really have a dwarven-sized jumpsuit, so they put him in like a human one and just rolled up the sleeves. And he's in his cell. He looks fairly fucking miserable.
That's the same for me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they kind of got two, and they like it seems kind of weird. They like cobbled it together for you.
Now, does Volo look like he fought the good fight, but eventually he succumbed?
Volo looks pretty defeated, to be honest with you.
Word. All right, someone verbally assault him.
Hail, hearty good adventures. Has the quest been kindy?
Go fuck yourself, Volo.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you too, jerk off. Sorry, that was... I don't know. It was Volo. It was his reaction.
Tell that wasn't a character.
We're in jail. Obscenities mean nothing to everyone.
Yeah.
So, did you do it?
Did I do what?
High treason?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. You're a resident here. What does high treason entail of?
I don't have to fucking talk to you.
Are you still our employer? You might.
I don't... Why the fuck would I be employing you still? I'm going to jail. Fuck off.
Jail or death? What does high treason entail?
Probably death.
Why'd you hire us in the first place?
I suppose it doesn't particularly matter now. But there was a significant financial windfall for getting somebody to help with the plague.
Getting somebody to help?
I was told that I was hiring somebody to help.
Help get rid of the plague or help spread the plague?
Help find the PPE. That was all I was told.
By who?
Davil Starsong.
Who's that?
He's a Zentaran friend of mine, he's a Black Network operative.
Oh, Xanatar's guild.
Though I don't suppose the man I actually dealt with at this point was actually Davil Starsong.
What makes you question that?
Because his body washed up in Mistshore 2 days ago.
How was he died?
I don't know. No one won't tell me anything. But he's dead, and I talked to him yesterday.
You talked to him yesterday, but his body wound up 2 days ago. Clearly, they're not the same body.
Good call on that, guys. Excellent.
I feel real proud of myself
Volo
right now.
just like rolls his eyes and just like proceeds deeper into his cell.
Guys, I think I'm solving this.
You're doing great.
All right, let's hear some other questions from other people.
We're still trying to solve this, Volo, and it'd be easier with your help, even if we're not under your employ anymore. But do you know anything about who started all of this?
Yes, indeed. I don't know. I do know. I'm probably gonna swing. Oh, roll a persuasion check real fast for Megan.
Who?
Megan.
I don't have any modifiers.
Okay. All I know is that I'm going to swing because I was told that by somebody I trusted that Dr. Nilo was poisoning Waterdeep.
Is that why you wanted us to find him?
No, not initially. I was told after he came back that he was responsible. I was told to go track him down. I didn't know he was kidnapped when he was kidnapped, remember? I said you should go talk to him and get information from him. The night that he came back, I got a message that was delivered by a flying snake, which is a typical Zentaran thing to do. It came in and plopped a note down and said he did it. And then I called him and I met him that night. And then I came back and I met Davil in person. He looked just like him, sounded just like him, and he gave me a vial of black poison, and I put it in his tea. So yeah.
Is that why you weren't on speaking terms with Dr. Nilo anymore?
No, he's an asshole outside of everything else. So he was an asshole before that. I wouldn't have just killed him. I thought I trust Davil. Davil's a good guy. Like, yeah, he's a little bit, like, self-centered, but, yeah, doesn't look like I was talking to Davil, though. So, that makes me an idiot, doesn't it?
I mean...
I think we all got played here. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, well, good company, you know? All that.
Why do the authorities suspect you? Do you think they're in on it?
Who ratted you out?
Dr. Nilo told them that he had been poisoned by me, that I had poisoned him, which was correct. What's that?
That's ridiculous.
But I did poison him.
Yeah, he literally just told us he did.
Yeah. They found the tube in my belongings. They tested it for midnight poison, so I'm boned.
Why did you do that?
Because Davil told me to. He told me he was causing the plague in Waterdeep. He said it was new. He said when he had gotten kidnapped by the Xanathar because the Xanathar found out he was planting the information, which is not true. I don't think it's true now. I don't know why. If Davil, the guy that told me that, is dead, or he didn't actually tell me that, if somebody was killed Davil and was impersonating him and told me to kill him, then it's probably unlikely that he's totally innocent and I'm just an asshole or a dumb asshole. More likely just a dumb fuck. That's what I like. I've literally talked to gods. Did you know that? I've had tea with gods.
You did mention that, yes.
Just kind of.
Have you ever met this Barnabas guy?
He's a shrewd investigator. Don't let his big ass nose fool you.
Barnabas Blashbeer.
What's up?
Barnabas Blashbeer.
Sorry.
And we get his name. Thank you, guys. Do you think he's involved in this at all?
It's hard in Waterdeep. Everybody in Waterdeep is in somebody else's pocket. The question is how deep are in the pockets and whose pockets are it in.
I see.
I don't necessarily know he's in on it, but, like, does it also help him to put me behind bars, and have I pissed off other people that this is an easy method of dispatching me? And I think the answer to all of the above is correct. I mean, how could even someone have caused a plague? That doesn't even make sense. Again, remember, you have not shared any of the information from your travels with him, so he has no idea about the green tubes and all that stuff. Yeah, cool.
Nope.
It's crazy times out there.
Yep. It's fucking Castellaners, man.
Castellaners?
Yeah.
What about them?
I don't know. They, the prosecutor, I'm pretty sure, is paid by the Castellaners, so they want to see me swing. Go ahead, Trevor.
How do you feel about trying to get out of here together?
Well, I don't have any of my shit. I can disguise myself. Actually, let me just double check. Volo.
We don't have any shit either.
Yeah, they took all my shit.
What are these bars that are on there? Are they like wooden bars? Are they metal bars?
Let me let you know in just 1 second.
That they're metal and they've got a strength check.
Holding cells downstairs, waiting showers, cell block. 5 cells are spaced along this hall. The door to each cell is locked from the outside, and the guards stationed here hold the keys. A door is locked, can't be picked from inside the cell. I'm going to say that's not true. There's a guard. There's a guard listening to this conversation right here, but he seems very tired. So he's right there at the end of the hallway. He has a set of keys on, just like a really weird looking set of fucking jailer's keys set on him.
Oddly large, like for no reason.
Yeah, just like weirdly large keys for no reason.
A lot of jingle jangle.
Somnus, summon your bird friend to come get those keys.
I'm in the basement.
Yeah, you don't know where your bird is, by the way.
I'm gonna ask about the bird.
Just channel it. Pigeons get inside municipal buildings all the time.
It's probably been, if I had to guess, it was stuffed in a cage when it was on you, when you surrendered your belongings, and you were kind of pissed off by how they were treating your bird. But let me go ahead. Hold on one sec here, guys. Carriage, you asked me.
Guess if we did try to bust out of here, we would need to go get our gear.
We would.
We don't know where it is.
We saw it.
I think you showed it to us, but I forget.
So, remember, Trevor, this is an important thing for you. You have your components pouch just removes things that require, like, so different spells require different things, verbal and somatic and components. So, like, let's say, like, the alarm spell, that is verbal, somatic, and material. You can cast any spell that's just verbal and somatic.
What about my staff that I use as an arcane focus?
You don't need an arcane focus to cast verbal and somatic spells. It's only used for the material component as a switch in. So, for instance, like, you can cast Mage Hand.
Yeah. Well, the lock can't be picked from the inside.
I just love, like, you can cast Mage Hands. Well, if it can't be open from the inside.
Well, I just want to
this
know,
changes everything.
what's your guys' cell break plan here? Because
we don't have one yet. We need one if we're gonna.
yeah,
do
if you want to do this, I'm just letting you know, like, you're not powerless. You can reach through the bars and touch the outside. It's just very difficult to pick. Very difficult to pick without somebody distracting the guard. So I want you guys to come up with a plan right here and now while I pee, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to go through the session. Actually, what time is it? It's 8:19. I think we're going to try to do this real fast, and I'll hold off peeing so that we can take a minute here to kind of plan what you guys want to do. Do you want to wait? You can either wait for Barnabas Blastwind to arrive, who's been called.
We could wait.
I mean, that was the plan. We didn't just come here to break out. But
Yeah.
we did talk to Volo.
Yeah, and you got information.
Which is also why we wanted to come here. So if we don't think we're going to get jack shit from Barnabas, we should just peace out.
Yeah, the quality of the justice system is not encouraging to me. So
That is
far,
true,
Based on
so-
Volo's
Yeah.
testimony. If we can trust
I'm
anything.
for breaking out of this shit. I gotta tell you guys, I'm not gonna be super helpful. The only thing I can do is like minor illusion cantrip, and that requires fleece. I can't do shit.
It involves what?
A component, a material component.
What is that?
Unless
You can
it's
try to find some fleece.
like jumpsuits made of fleece, I can't do shit.
Well, you also have a
I
bed
mean,
in the
the
cell.
orange tunics that they gave
Guys,
us.
shush.
What is that made
guys,
of?
Guys, shush. I love you, man. You gotta just.
No,
keep
I mean,
this-
are the orange
No,
tunics
stop.
made of fleece?
Guys, if I tell you to stop, you gotta stop for the DM, okay? Sorry. Onathera, you also have a bed in the bunk. You can try to test to see if any of the materials are fleece.
Can I see if anything on the bed is fleece?
Go ahead and roll me perception. Sorry, guys. I love you, man. You mad at me?
Nah.
It's fine. Yeah, with a 20, you definitely can find like a little bit of fleece lining. The rope that's been used to tie it together is like a fleece product.
Okay, I take just ton of that shit and stick it in my pockets.
Okay, you got a little bit of fleece. You can use it to cast minor illusion.
Okay, so I can potentially distract the guard with a minor illusion, but if he investigates it, he will find out that it's an illusion, and we will have limited time.
I can get the keys while he's looking at it with his back turned.
Okay. So.
At least I think I can with Mage Hand.
I'm going to cast minor illusion and like draw. Well, I can't make a sound.
You can't use.
Minor illusion is like you like pick, yeah.
Well, I mean, I could cast as many fucking times as I want to, I guess. So I will make the sound of a key dropping and drop and put the illusion of a key right here in front of, like between Volo and Umarik's cell. There.
Okay, and the guard immediately looks down and sees that he still has the key rings on there. And he looks over at that. And he's like, what the hell? And then he walks over to between Umarik and Volo, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he walks in between and goes to pick up the keys.
You're up, Umarik.
Yeah, I guess. So as he bends down, I'll cast Mage Hand. So I conjure a spectral floating hand,
Which is visible. I just want to make that clear.
right behind his back, and use it to attempt to gingerly remove the keys from his belt, however they're fastened,
Okay.
and unlock. Which door do I want?
You're probably going to be able to steal the keys and pull them into your cell. You're probably not going to be able to do that in both actions. So what I'm going to say is that first, Megan, I want you to make a deception check, and then Trevor, I want you to make an arcana check. Mm-mm. Okay. Yeah, this is rousted pretty quickly, unfortunately. First, he doesn't go down to check on it. He really just steps on the keys and his foot moves through the image, and he's like, ah. And then he starts looking around wildly, and then as soon as he turns around, he sees the mage hand in midair, and he says, bah! I've been around the block before, you furbolg scum. Like you're ever gonna get the wool over me. And he walks away, down back to his post.
Yeah. That was the best.
Yeah, you guys can get another plan, but in about 10 minutes' time, Barnabas and Seth Cromley are going to show up. Do you want to try to... You have another plan that you want to come into action here?
I got nothing.
Can I make like well, that won't help us. I was gonna say I can make like a sound that someone's yelling fire or something so he runs away, but we're still gonna be locked in here.
I can cast Mage Hand up to 30 feet away, so I could just try it again.
You'll have to cast Mage Hand first and like have it crawl like the little thing.
Yeah.
Up to him, I guess.
Yeah. It Mage Hand floats, so it'll float in midair, but it will have to...
actually need to come over to where we were. Where to get the keys from it.
Well, who fucking cares where he is? It's where I put him. If it had worked, with bars, just saying. But it didn't work. So,
Yeah.
Do you want to do that? I can make someone yell fire.
He's on his guard now. He's gonna probably figure it out.
He will get advantage to any sort of check to see through deception.
Late at this point.
You want to talk to Barnabas, or you want to try getting out again? It won't fucking matter when we talk to Barnabas whether or not we try this again.
That's probably accurate.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, now that...
Okay. Put your mage hand over there, and I will yell fire.
You're gonna yell fire?
I'm going to have Minor Illusion yell fire. He'll hear it, and hopefully run away.
Where are you going to have him, the Minor Illusion, yell fire from?
He hears it coming from, like, the stairs.
So you can cast it. Just click on the space anywhere within 30 feet.
30 feet of me, right?
Correct. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So maybe like right there is like as far as you could do it. So it'd be right beside him, kind of.
Here's it coming in that direction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you cast it, and he turns as like, oh, by the way, these guys are not here yet. Anyways, you hear it cast from that direction, and all of a sudden he's like, "Whoa, fire!" And he turns and he like runs down the hallway. Is anyone there? Get the buck-up upgrade.
Put your hand out.
I'll cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And make it float let's see, I can get there, right? 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Shit, I can't. He's all the way over there. I can't reach.
Well, or like from a straight line, you could.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can count diagonally. Okay. So I'll cast Mage Hand and attempt a second time to use my magical floating hand to get the keys off of him.
Okay, Arcana check.
Yeah, because it's magic, I guess, right?
Yeah, well, it's not dexterity.
You want me to do another deception?
Nope, I'm good with what you did.
I got 17.
Snared it right up. He just literally runs right away, and his thing comes undone, and he's got a floating set of keys in midair as the guy runs into the next room, screaming fire. And you're able to float the keys back to you. And what do you want to do?
First I'll unlock my cell, I guess. Then I'll, let's see, if that's one action, I guess I can move to,
you can unlock, I could just pass through this. You can unlock all the cells if you want. Are you going to unlock Volo is the question.
Yeah. Well, let's unlock everybody else, and then what do you guys think? Should we take Volo with us? Do you think he's going to be useful?
He's like perked up now, and he's like...
Maybe.
He definitely knows more information than we do on certain aspects.
Yeah.
He's gonna end up dying if we leave him.
And if we believe him, then he's innocent. And again, I don't trust the due diligence of this justice system. So
I mean, to save himself, he might throw us under the fucking bus.
Take him with us.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows some secret passages to the city or something.
Yeah. Let's unlock his cell.
Okay, you unlock the cell, and Volo's gonna pop out with you, and he's like, "Jailbreak! Let's go!" He literally shouts it out loud.
Can I ask him to please lower his voice?
Jailbreak! Let's go. All right, Ed proceeds out. Everybody proceeds. You guys are in this hallway now. The guards have moved into this room up here. You can kind of see where they ran. You can hear them talking through the wooden door here. This is the stairway that leads back up to the stairway over here into the courtroom. You can move through this door here, and this stairway leads up to this one right here. And the clerk's office is where all your gear is stored.
Let's make the quickest way to the clerk's office then.
All right, you guys are able to sneak through this door here without seeing any guards, and you're able to proceed back up to the stairwell. You guys are now in the stairwell, and you can see through the door into the next room that there's still a guard by the front desk. You'll have to go through this door and go into this room right here to get to your items, and you will undoubtedly be spotted when you do so. I'm going to go ahead and say it's 8:30 now. We're an hour and a half into this session, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
Right.
All right, stay tuned for more information.
Oh, I might actually make an espresso.
I need a coffee too, is what I did this. Oh, we're still on air. 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. This is the Pen and Paper Pod, and we are here to continue to play in this massive jailbreak that our heroes have gotten themselves into. Okay, yeah, you guys are in a hallway. You're peeking out of a doorway into a thing, and you see in the next room. You got to get your stuff from the room if you want to try and get out of here.
Okay, so Gaz, Somnus, Umric, what do you think of this plan? How about Umric disguises himself as a guard, takes us in there and says we're clear to go, we grab all of our shit, and we just walk out of here like a place.
I think in an ideal world that sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming they immediately believe us and I roll like an at 20 or whatever. I do have some advantage. I do have some inspiration left over, so now is probably the time to use it again and superpower my my acting skills.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do disguise self. What are you gonna be, Trevor? Have you seen a particular guard you're copying, or is there like are you trying to create your own set of distinction?
You're about to do an ability check.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
I can still use guidance on him because that's just through speech.
Yeah.
So now you got a D4 to add to the number roll for your next ability check.
Blessings of the Iris upon you.
You can do it before or after, so you can keep it in your pocket if you roll good.
Yeah. So you don't do an ability check for the spell, dude. I'm just gonna make you. I'm gonna make you. You're using the spell to do a thing. You don't automatically do that. I'm just. What's gonna happen here is that when you go out into the hall, you're going to act as that guard, and that part of acting is gonna be your deception check.
Yeah.
It doesn't prevent you from doing that. So what I want you to do is go ahead and tell me what the guard looks like, and are you stealing a face from a guard downstairs? Or are you trying to make an amalgamation of faces of a guard that doesn't exist?
I think.
I feel like you should pretend to be the guard who's taking his friend.
You should do the warden, because that way you have authority to be like.
You guys didn't see the warden. You didn't see the warden.
Yeah,
Well,
I think I've seen the warden.
Who was the guy who came to get us? Who was tired?
That was the knight. That's correct. Yeah, you get.
You know who I have seen? Lord Barnabas
Barnabas Blastwind.
Yes.
I want you to do this. I just want you to know you got to do my accent.
I can try.
Okay, remember Barnabas Blastwind.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I want to see him do a better job. This is gonna
sound
be amazing.
sound like someone who's like always just slightly hoarse and just like. Rah, 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 rah.
All right, you turn into Barnabas Blastwind. You can proceed out into the hall. You see the guard at the end. He turns and he takes a double take and he's like, "My lord, is there a problem?"
Probably the most horrendous disregard of regulations I've ever seen in my life. This totally done in the wrong manner of. Man, this really is hard. Total disregard for paperwork and for regulation in terms of booking prisoners correctly. I'm going to have to take them back up myself to booking and correct the mistakes. And honestly, given the level of incompetence in this case, I think they might be having to be released immediately until we can correct the irregularities. Thanks to, again, this complete incompetence in this particular branch. I'm very disappointed.
Make a deception roll with advantage. And you also have Ed's D4.
If you need it.
Well, you don't know if you need it or not. You just got to decide to use it.
Yeah.
No, it says it can be rolled before or after making the ability check.
But you don't know if the check succeeds or not.
Yeah, so he can do it after if it doesn't succeed.
Well, he won't ever know if it succeeds or not.
All right, I've gotten confused. What am I rolling? A D20 plus?
All right. Sorry, this is like this is a little bit more non-binary than like what guidance is intended for. But we'll get back to this. The point is deception. You have. I don't think you're pretty good in deception, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he just critted.
Did he just fucking crit?
He just typed in 20.
Oh, you! I know you didn't intend to do that.
That would have been the ultimate deception roll right there.
Honestly, yeah.
It would have been pretty nice. I think make an advantage roll. So roll another one. This is Umeric, and his deception is 0. Okay, and you get an 11. So the guard looks really nonplussed. Go ahead and roll that d4.
D4? Oh.
Yeah.
That's advantage to give you.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, that's not advantage. You got advantage. Yeah. It's yeah.
I know.
No. Sorry.
So I get plus
Nothing is worse than the first night we were doing this and everybody's busting my balls on the stream for improper terminology. So I apologize if I seem like if I'm like up to here with it, you know. Roll a d4. Yeah, so 3. So your total is going to be 14.
Right.
He looks nonplussed, but he turns back and says, "Yes, sir! Yes, sir!" And you're able to go into the room with the clerk. So there's a guard and 2 clerks in the file cabinet, and they immediately will get their stuff together, and they haven't even filed it away. You see there's papers all over the places and reports in here as well, information and sort of things, information all from all over Waterdeep.
This sounds like something we should take advantage of while we're here. That is,
I will.
want to
Yeah, exactly. You have to talk again, and you might force another deception check.
You don't have my thing anymore.
You should just preface everything with, I think to myself.
Can we all just like go in and grab our shit?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm just going to stand imposingly in the room while everybody gathers their things.
Yeah, just one by one, you guys go into the hall. You guys got your armor and equipment. Volo stands outside, and he's like, "I'm good."
Good.
We're so close to being out the door. I want to ask the clerks for, by the way.
Hold on.
Wait.
Will it-
No. You don't get to
Okay.
say it. You're not unless you physically stop Barnabas Blaswin in this context, which I don't think you would do.
I will not.
Nope.
Go ahead, Barnabas.
Okay.
While I'm visiting here, I need to get copies of the plague incident reports. Anything to the plague in Waterdeep. Carbon copies immediately.
I feel like as he's doing that, I'm kind of like inching away.
Okay, I'm not going to give you advantage on that one. You can obviously use your advantage if you'd like to.
Do I still have it?
Yeah, you haven't used it to my knowledge, have you?
Oh,
Your inspiration.
I thought I already did.
What did you think you be honest? So it's just did you use it?
Oh, you gave me advantage because of another reason, not the
Right, I gave you advantage on the roll because... So here's the thing. If you guys RP really well, I give you advantage. Your first RP was probably a better attempt than the second one, no offense. In my opinion. Also, I'm hearing myself, guys, so watch out. Perfect. Go ahead.
Yeah, so how does that go over? Or do I need to roll deception again?
You gotta roll deception.
Okay.
Yep. And I still hear myself. Sorry, it's going... Your audio is going down on the stream double, so... You get somebody to just be...
Ours?
I don't know whose it is. Oh, it stopped. I don't know why. 20, 12, and he's like, "Yes, my lord, you should have been given this, properly, already. Were you not sent to your office?"
I'm between secretaries right now. Might have been a mix-up.
What happened to Brenda?
As again, I inch a little further away.
Unfortunately, her name might appear in these files.
I do the same.
What? Has Brenda taken ill? What'll happen to little Timmy?
Anything at this time.
What'll ever happen?
Please maintain your professional discretion.
I'm so sorry, my lord. But think of little Timmy.
Time for all of us. Please, the files.
He had no arms and no legs. How will he get by? I don't know.
Oh my god.
When does he?
She will produce the forms looking very distraught and turn and will run into a back room. You have the forms in your hand.
Thank you kindly. I'll be taking my leave now.
you say to a door. Okay, you guys gonna exit?
Yeah, if we can dip, I guess that was the whole point, right?
Yeah. So you dip. Second
Let's,
time you've escaped the law.
Oh my god.
And this time you got Volo with you.
Third.
Yeah, that's third actually.
Well,
That's
third
correct.
for you.
Yeah.
What time we've escaped what?
The law.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are not good. I mean, my Waterdeep is not a great place for law and order. I'm just saying. Anyways, where do you guys want to go now?
What time is it now? Is it closer to
It's probably you'd have to, if you wanted to do the Temple of Gond, your appointment is coming up now. You'd have to go now. But you're probably going to skip it at this point, or what you want to do, because it's past noon now, so you probably would even be about 10 minutes late.
I really wanted to go to the fair, guys.
Let's go to the fair.
Are you going to take Volo with you?
Does he have a choice?
We have a sit down with him and see what.
That's my point. Are you guys going to go to a local pub? Are you going to go to an alley? Are you going to put a mask on him? What are you doing?
Oh, do we have a spare mask?
Yeah, I mean, you had as many masks as you wanted from the PPE, as you recalled. Remember, all the PPE masks are still in the bag of holding. You have like 500 plus PPE masks on you, person.
Shit.
Yeah. I asked that previous session, did you guys want to try to give those to the authorities in any form?
No, we're hoarding them.
Luckily, they didn't search your stuff, because they also would have found the midnight tears, which is what Nylo was poisoned with. And it probably, to be honest with you, this was not a bad outcome, because it wasn't going to go well with Barnabas. I'll just let you guys in on that.
Yeah.
You guys
I
had...
guessed that.
Also, Dr. Nylo was shot with the rifle that Onathera was holding.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, yeah.
Right.
We had lots of incriminating evidence.
You also, guys, even before, I was really worried that you were going to get there and, like, some cop was going to put on the ring of mind shielding and like, fucking Nihilor was going to come back.
No, we gave that away.
Oh, yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, there was, like, a bag of bad shit that could have happened there.
Alright, let's have a powwow at a local pub, not drink any of the water, and or we could have a powwow at the at the
theater.
What was it? The something where one of the vials turned up.
Yep.
We wanted to
Can we walk and
kill
talk?
two
I mean,
birds.
this is like a.
Yeah. Why don't you walk and talk, and we'll just go to the head. So the direction you're heading is the Sea Maiden's Fair. Volo comes along with you.
And he has a mask on.
Correct. You got a mask on him.
I mean, I don't know what else we need to know from him other than what we already know. What he already told us.
Well, we got in this because he thought he had a connection with someone from the Xanathar's guild. Does he have any other information on them? Locations they might be? How do he contact his friend?
We kind of learned that the Xanathar's guild is not responsible at this rate, didn't we? I can't remember where we got that information. It was from the Harper, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was her estimation, because she, based on some of the Xanathars that they had killed and interrogated, they did not believe they knew about the poisoning. And they also believe some of the Xanathars had been pushed out of some of their hideouts to make the poisoning possible.
Let's see. I do have all these files I could go through, but that could take a while, and I don't know exactly what I'm looking for.
There definitely just seems to be numbers. It's like a spreadsheet. It's just numbers of infected people per ward type of deal. I can give you information. You'd probably need to sit down and make like some sort of intelligence check to glean information from it. You can probably go ahead and do that, but you probably need time, like an hour or so.
Are we comfortable spending that much time idle? Or do we want to immediately?
Hey, Volo, you know any way we could tuck away without being interrupted for an hour?
The sewer?
I got a it's like a male friend. He might be able to just hold us up for a bit. He's got a motel room. His name's Floon.
Postman, you?
No, he's not a postman. He's just a male friend. His sexual gender is male, and he is a friend.
Got it. It was just odd that you specified.
I didn't. There's nothing odd about it. It's just your perspective of the sexual matter.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We
We don't do anything together. He barely knows me.
I can take a short rest there too. Sounds good.
I don't know why I'm making this happen. Sorry, I just said it awkwardly, and now I'm making this whole thing about him having this relationship with Blackbar. I'm so sorry. I don't know why that happened. I just.
Hey man, he was in jail for a little bit.
You're right. Yeah. Oh, don't do that. Ah, come on. It's canon though now. He's gay with this dude that you're going to meet. Not gay with. Sorry. Yeah, no, he's not even embarrassed about it. This is full Thorpe. He's fine. Anyways, yeah, if you take an hour, you're taking over to the side. You take it over to like a seedy motel area, not too far from the Mist Shore. So I'm just gonna say it's like on the map where we got you guys. Trevor, make an intelligence check. Let's do this. Actually, I want it to be something good, but I don't want to steer you away from your primary stat because I'd like it to be your primary stat. I'm gonna probably say make an investigation check of the materials.
So investigation, not intelligence.
Yeah. So you get proficiency.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm kind man.
I rolled a 17 plus my proficiency of 5 for 22.
All right.
So,
yeah. So let's do this. You are going to realize that you're going to find high density. You're able to graph out kind of the high density graphic areas of where the most infected populations are. So I'm just going to freehand some stuff right there. Let me move you to the main map. You're going to realize kind of there's this overview of some of the information right here. So you guys, the green circles are the wards, the 2 infected wards. I'm actually going to remove those circles right this second for North Ward. That's where you found the. That's where you found some of the stuff. So I just want to make sure. Macro background. No, here we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to draw. I'm just going to freehand. You find that there's kind of a density population. Actually, let's do a different color. Let's do green for sickness. You find a density of population.
Oh.
There's a very dense sick populations here. And
Right, well, we know what the middle one came from. And the one in the North Ward is that one pub, the Drunk.
You think the size of the circles might be matter? Like there might be more, the bigger the circle, there might be more sources. And it might be that the 2 largest circles in the middle may be from the recent information from the fact that they have been exploded. That's what you get for that information. You infer that there's probably 5 major points of high infected areas, but you infer that there's probably, especially in the middle portion, multiple current things in there. So you're not sure. You think the 9 tubes are distributed over these locations, and you've discovered 2 of them. And you know 2 to be at this location and this location.
Right, where the green boxes are.
Yeah. Mm. And it eliminates some things. For instance, a lot of things. You know that there's next to no infection in the City of the Dead. Ironically, the Field Ward, which is the poorest area of town, actually has a very low level of things because it's hard for them to go into the actual sick area. So there's actually a very low level of sickness there. The Dock Ward has its own infection, but it's only in the Southern Ward that there really is. The Dock Ward is actually pretty free, except for a far point on the Mist Shore, where the Sea Maiden's Fair is.
Is there anything else we wanted to ask Bola while we're sitting with him?
I was just gonna ask him if he wants to come with us or not.
I think he might want to stay with his gentleman friend.
I'm happy to come investigate at this point. It appears I'm going to be hung, though. With all due respect, ladies and gentlemen, my inclination is to disguise self and get the fuck out of this city. I honestly wanted to help it in the first place, but I would like to live to write another day, if you know what I mean. That said, I owe my freedom to you, and I am in no disposition to tell you no. Remember, you have not informed him about the Harpers.
We tell him all we know.
You have not told him next to anything. All the information has come from Volo at this point.
Yeah.
If you give him more information, he might have facts that could be helpful.
Yeah. So,
remember, 9 tubes, 4 masks, and that came ashore. You know that from the Black Viper, some other stuff.
we haven't told them about our sojourn in the sewers.
Do not believe so, no.
Do you want to just say we tell them everything we know, or do you want to keep any information? I don't see any reason to.
I think we should tell them everything.
Okay. So we tell them everything we know.
Okay.
We tell them about the tube with the rat in it that we exploded, and the mind flayer, the ring, the black vial of midnight tears, the 4 people in masks that came ashore that the Harpers spied. The fact that the Harpers suspect that there are 9 other vials of midnight of plague of the green plague stuff. One of which was exploded under the pub, the drunk.
You show him your new gun, Megan, in case he knew the.
I'm keeping that in mind.
That's a gnome designed gun. It's a Lantanese gun.
That's Volo saying he knows my gun.
I don't know the gun itself. I know that designed the clockwork. That's definitely Lantanese gnomes. They make submarines, submersibles, all sorts of cool shit. They're well known for their clockwork, anything along those lines. Nimble rights, stuff like that.
Clockwork nimble rights. Nice suit.
Yeah, you are clockwork. Peter is not.
I am special. I'm weird.
Yeah, Peter is like no nimble right you've ever seen. As are you. You're in your own way, Gauze. Sorry, I don't mean to separate you out. You're your own individual.
If we both are special, that makes us both unspecial.
Oh man, I'm gonna drink coffee now. And then we're moving on. All right. Yeah, Volo's going to confide in you that he never trusted those gypsies at the Sea Maiden Fair. He says, it sounds to me as if something's got to be going down. Obviously, this was brought here. It's good cover. Have a fair. They have 3 ships in the fleet. The Eye Catcher. Hold on. What are the ships' names? I'm going to name 3 ships right now. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah. The Eye Catcher, the Hellraiser, and the Heartbreaker are the 3 ships of the Sea Maiden's Fair. They bring 3 ships here. They could easily ship all that material under the cover. They have lots of animals. I mean, they could have drow crew members. The only way it'd be difficult, they could be disguising themselves because people would notice a shitload of drow on a boat. I don't know how they would do that. I don't even know how drow have sunlight sensitivity. They can't see very well in sunlight because their species lives underground for the most part. So I don't even know how they could work on the deck that easily.
Sounds like we should definitely go to the fair next. I mean, the fact that they have a traveling zoo and there's animals spreading the thing in tanks might be something.
So I want to say too, the fair is at the Mist Shore, which is right here, where the bottom bubble at the left side, I think.
In the southern ward?
No, it's in the naval harbor right here.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
The Mist Shore is right here, and that's where the fair is. The fair is, as you would say, at the epicenter of it.
What do y'all think?
I'm ready to go to the fair.
Right.
I say let's go to the fair. Let's explore.
Next on the list.
All right, you guys come to the fair. I just moved. You guys should just see kind of a giant dock area. These are rooftops, not the insides of the buildings. You guys are
Gotcha.
not on the rooftop. Let me move you around a bit. Hold on one sec. Bolo is with you. You are approaching the Sea Maidens Fair. And give me 20 seconds, guys. Sorry. All right. Yeah. You see, as you approach the Mishore area, that there's two ships that are approached, and there's actually a ship that's been run aground, and you can see that there's a crowd of individuals that are just kind of lingering about all over the place. And even though it's cold, some of them have mask protections. A lot of these are like the lower kind of class dock workers. They have children running about. It's actually kind of like an open day right now that you can see. It appears that hold on. I'm just making a crowd. 1 second.
So Bolo did come with us?
Yeah, he didn't have anywhere to go. He was just sort of like that. You see that up on the deck of the ship that's been named the Kraken's Folly, that's been run aground, there's a menagerie of creatures that have been uploaded from the Sea Maidens Fair. The two ships that are docked with you currently on the far side are the Heartbreaker and the Hellraiser. The Eyecatcher is nowhere to be seen. Yeah.
It's going to displease me greatly to see animals in cages. I'm going to get like a shiver of rage that goes throughout my body. And,
yeah, as you guys can approach, you see that there's like Chultan dinosaurs here. There's an Allosaurus, like a very large Allosaurus in a cage. There's also like Chultan axebeaks, and a hippogriff is in a cage, and they're just sort of freaking out as the people on deck are poking them openly, causing the creatures to freak out, and the crowd kind of roars, and they have people up to like sit on the back of the hippogriff, and it snaps at people, and they try to like hold it in place as somebody sits on it and takes a daguerreotype of it.
Is there anyone around that looks like they don't want to be seen?
Everybody make a contested perception check.
Contested?
Not contested. That you know of.
Oh my goodness.
Does it change how we roll?
You said perception, correct?
God damn it, Trevor. Yeah, roll perception.
Okay.
16 plus 6.
Is your perception? Trevor, your perception is +3.
Bam.
Yeah. That's what we're rolling. Right?
You rolled a d20 plus 5.
I didn't roll anything.
Oh, okay, that's your
previous.
My bad. Sorry to accuse you, Trevor.
My perception is 6, so 16 plus 6 puts me at 22.
Okay.
19 plus 3.
All right.
Between the three of us, we see everything.
Yeah, you actually do. Up here on the bow of the ship, and I'm just using this particular type of guy. It doesn't mean anything. I'm going to describe them in here in a second here. Peter, Trevor, you see on the bow of the ship on the far side, on the Kraken's Folly, you see two robed individuals, and they are wearing masks, very finely wrought masks. One is of a doll, the other is of a snake. The snake has a flying snake wrapped around his shoulder, of a snake with like wings on its back, and it's just sort of that. And he has a mask of a snake as well, like a hooded cobra, and he's wearing arrows. The person next to him looks like a robed nimble right in kind of like a monk's robes, and it's wearing a doll's mask, which is
doll's mask.
Yeah, you can tell. Well, yeah, it's like a doll face. You know what I mean? Like a creepy fucking doll face.
Yeah, got it.
They're standing on the edge of the ship, unerringly looking at you. You guys are roughly, just for this purposes of this, you're roughly 95 feet from them, just coming around the corner to see the fair. That was the trigger for it. You guys came around the corner, and that's why you can see the fair. You're all in a line right here. I'm gonna put Bolo right here. I'm just gonna have you be in a tightly packed group. You see, there's a crowd of a couple people on the edge, and they have the ships the creatures right here. What do you guys want to do?
I think we should sneak in and investigate. What do y'all think?
Can we sneak in if they already see us?
They are looking directly at you.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun times.
And it's creepy as fuck. The doll and like the snake, they're just like, there's no emotion. They're just like, they're oriented on you. You guys move through the alley, and it's just like their bodies move with you.
Uncomfortable.
How far are they away from us again?
95 feet.
95.
And they see us.
One of them is going to begin strolling towards the aft deck.
Can I just move in front of Bolo and, well, maybe he's a little closer now, cast Hunter's Mark on the snake?
On the snake, specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. The snake is down here. I'm going to just type in this, I guess this crowbar is going to be your Hunter's Mark. Is that okay? That one right there. Okay. Sorry, I didn't have a better Hunter's Mark symbol. Alright, yeah, you cast Hunter's Mark. This guy's going to come down here and take an action. Everybody gets to take one action. Are you guys ready?
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, you can either take action or a movement. What do you guys want to do? You see him proceeding, the other one proceeding down to the cages.
I don't want to lose the creatures and cause confusion, but I'm not close enough.
I'll let you take essentially. Let's go ahead and just roll. He's here. Why don't we just go ahead and roll initiative and move this like initiative? Does that work?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Clearly getting into something, right? So.
Yeah, clearly something is like at hand.
Shit's about to go down. Initiative +2. Wait, no, it is 2.
I critted for initiative. God damn it.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Yeah.
At +0, I have no initiative modifier. Looks like I'm going last as usual.
Well, I remember that one battle was me who went like dead last. That was fun.
Okay, guys, put in your initiative in the turn order tracker. Can you see the turn order tracker?
Yeah. And we... Oh, just put the number in?
Yeah, just put the number in.
Can't...
Can you not?
Nope.
Oh, that's my bad. Okay, Peter, what's your initiative?
My initiative is 12.
Okay, Trevor?
8.
Megan?
What? Oh, 22?
Your initiative?
Edwin?
My initiative's
20.
Modifier. Right.
Yeah, always give me initiative with the modifier.
Yeah,
My modifier is 0.
Yeah, so Megan is start of the order. You have a turn, Megan. You can do whatever you like.
so what are they doing right now? They're just kind of walking across.
They're just walking across. One is walking across the deck. The other is looking directly at you from where his point on the far end of the deck.
I'm just gonna kind of move. Right there.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and are you drawing weapons?
Does that take an action?
It does not take an action. It's a free action to draw any weapon you want.
I'm not drawing any weapons yet.
Okay. Okay. If that's your end of your turn, Megan, and I'm going to assume you cast Hunter's Mark on your turn, so that you use your bonus action. So, Ed, it's your turn.
Alright, so these 4 people that are down there, what are they doing?
These 4 right here?
Uh,
Sorry, they're not all bandits. I'm just using a thing. That's a basic commoner. It's just a commoner. There's just 4 commoners that are in a crowd cheering on. You see that the Allosaurus is getting poked, and it's like this roaring dinosaur. And that, like, to like a fucking medieval peasant, that is some crazy ass shit. This is the best time day. There's kind of an open bar over here, and you can tell that there's like, this is like a fucking happy hour. People are coming down, getting drinks, then walking over to the ship to watch them poke dinosaurs. That's what's fucking happening.
If I were a human, I'd be totally down for this happy hour.
Mm.
Alright, I'm gonna just like move like right here, middle, just seeing everything that's going on, and I'll discreetly cast Bless on Trevor, Megan, and Peter, which Bless is I choose up to 3 creatures within my range, which is 30 feet.
You get blessed, and so they get a D4, correct? To use when they want.
On an attack roll or a saving throw.
Correct. Okay.
Right. And yep.
What else you want to do? Anything else?
Well, if we're just scoping out right now and not taking the initiative to be the aggressor until aggressed, yeah, I guess I'm just like chilling, keeping my eyes on the people who have their eyes on us.
Okay, so next up in the order is Trevor.
I'm going to use all 30 feet of my movement to get as close to the raptor cage as I can.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and move your character.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Correct. Remember, the deck of the ship is 10 feet, so you need to make an athletics check.
Oh, it's 10 feet up.
Yeah, this is a ship.
Right.
And you're in an alley between 2 houses that this ship is literally wrecked into. Kraken's Folly is just like a part of Mistshore. Mistshore is like where ships have literally been like run aground and like then been rebuilt into this area. You feel like this is like a shipwreck cove that's like the shipwrecks have been built into the fucking structures around you.
Right.
That sounds architecturally cool.
It's legit. I wish I had a cool picture for it. I don't. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'll think that Uncharted 2 level, Uncharted 3, I think, actually.
Oh no, yeah, I know. I forget which one it is, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
God, you fucking get me, Peter. I love you so much.
I've played that game, but I'm not seeing it yet. Oh yeah, I think it's like okay. If the deck is 10 feet up, I don't think I can get in range in this turn.
You can see them. Like, it's 10 feet up, but you can see them. Do you know what I mean? But they might have like partial cover.
The Snake Man mask and the doll mask or the raptor.
The Snake Man is 65 feet from you. The doll man is 30 feet from you, and the raptor is 20 feet from you.
Oh, okay, sweet. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and attempt to undo the lock on the raptor's cage.
Yeah, roll me. Oh. No, I think you can just do that, yeah. The raptor who comes free roars loudly, and yeah, it is now in the initiative order with the 2, so it is not a fast-moving raptor. Next up in the order is Peter. Everybody gets a turn before they do.
Cool. Oh, that's right. Oh, here's my person. I'm just gonna move just kind of over here next to Gauze. I'm not gonna draw a weapon either, but I'll just be ready. I'm just here.
Okay. That's your turn. Next up in the order is the Snake Man. He is going to draw from his back a bow and arrow and he is going to pull an arrow out, and he is seeing a mage hand, sees you cast mage hand in the crowd. Because remember, mage hand, unless you have subtle cast, it's very visible what you're doing, Trevor.
Yeah.
He is going to reach out, and he's going to fire his bow at you. And I apologize that I'm pulling up some stuff right now. Now he's going to fire his bow at you, and the bow and arrow he's going to fire. I believe he's going to fire. Hold on. He's going to fire twice, and his normally you would have cover from your perspective, but the arrows literally phase through the surface of the ship to come and hit you. And let's just do this real fast.
That's approximate midnight shit.
Oof.
And so it's going to be. Hold on, I need to do a macro for this, and I'm so sorry that I haven't yet, but I'm just going to roll it here. So first, 17 to hit.
Can I react with shield at this point?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It's going to add 5 onto your 10 AC, which will be 15, so it'll still hit. But the second one will not.
Would that be considered a saving throw, what he just did?
No, that's to his AC.
No, I didn't roll anything.
Yeah. So you get hit by the first one, which is going to do. Oh no, sorry. That's actually I'm so wrong. The second one is actually the second one still won't hit, but it's a +9 to hit. Is what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, and so he. Yeah, 2d8 +4. Okay, and it's going to do. Yeah, it's going to do 10 points of damage to you, Trevor.
Yeah, I should have cast Arcane Ward too. Let's save it for next turn.
Well, I don't think you can. Is the question.
I can't.
We'll get to it when we get to it.
Okay.
That's the Snake Man's turn. Next up in the order is the doll, who is going to move around in the cage. I just want to make this clear. The cage is around the Allosaurus currently. It can bust out the cage to the front, facing the crowd. The man is going to move around the cage 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he is going to draw 3 shurikens, and he's going to throw both. The first 2 are going to penetrate the locks on the axe beak and the hippogriff's cage, which are going to move on the Allosaurus' turn. The third is going to be thrown at Trevor, and he's going to make a singular attack on Trevor, which is going to be not that good. Okay, it's going to be
So I'm gonna
D20
react
plus
as well.
5, which will be 15 to hit. Does that hit?
What do I need to roll?
Your
Sorry.
AC is directly 15, right?
Oh right, no.
So it does hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to hit, and it's going to do a 1d4 plus 3. So it'll be it's going to do 5 damage to you, Trevor. And that's
So my shield is still in place from last round. Okay.
yeah. And so now all the monsters are going to move on their turn. The first is going to be the Allosaurus, who has 60 feet of movement and is going to go. He's going to move 5, 10. And he's going to make a bite attack. And he's going to kill his handler, who is poking him.
Oh.
And he's going to move the rest of the way into the
Okay.
crowd. And then he's going to make a second claw attack and kill one of the passerbys as the Allosaurus moves into the crowd.
Oh my goodness.
The second axe beak is going to move forward 5, 10, 15. He's going to jump down from the ship, and he's going to attack Trevor. He's going to make a beak attack, which is going to be D20 plus 4. And he's going to crit and do 2d8 plus 2.
So I can't cast in response, or do I still have my shield up?
Well, no, he critted, so it just automatically hits. It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right.
So he's going to do... He's both nat 1s on the die, though. Lucky you. 4 damage. And that's his turn. And then the hippogriff is going to jump down as well. It's going to go... Hippogriff's actually going to go this way. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Attack me. Next person.
So it is kind of like... Think of it like an ostrich with a fucking axe for a beak.
Oh, Wait, so it was an animal that attacked me?
Yeah, it was the Axebeak that jumped down from the ship. The other dude used his 2 shurikens to release the locks on the cages, releasing all the animals.
Oh, right. Yeah. Got it.
The hippogriff's going to dive into the crowd, and it's going to make 2 attacks with its claws and kill 2 passerbys. It is now a fucking bloodbath. Okay. Top of the order now is Megan.
Okay. Can I see both of these people?
Yeah, you can see both of them. Megan, if you have sharpshooter and a 600-foot weapon. If you can see them, you can shoot them.
I plan to do that. I would also like to, as a bonus action, mark Doll Dude as Slayer's Prey.
Can you do that with Hunter's Mark out?
I don't think Slayer's Prey is a concentration thing.
Sorry, I'm not actually familiar with Slayer's Prey. It's an ability, right?
Designate one creature. Yeah, it's just an ability.
Yeah. It designate which you see within 60 feet in the target. The first time each turn that you hit the target with a weapon attack, it takes an extra 1d6 damage. The benefit lasts until you finish a short or long rest, or if you designate a different creature. Yeah, no, totally done.
Yeah. So I've got him as Slayer's Prey. The other guy's Mark. I'd like to shoot him once and shoot the snake once.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this outright. The snake's armor is 16, and both of their armor is 16, actually. 1 second, guys.
I think I fucking got it.
Yep, yeah.
So, but I have a lot more dice to roll.
Tell me what you did again.
I did 2 bad news bears.
You sent bad news at both the snake man and the doll face man. First. What is bad news?
First.
Exactly.
That's my gun.
Oh, right.
I'm so sorry to leave you hanging, guys. Please continue.
How dare you?
I know. I'm a terrible fucking DM. I had to pee. This is my thing. If I'm DMing, I feel like I need coffee on hand, and it always messes with me. Megan, please. So you rolled 24, so that definitely hits. I'm going to say that hits the snake. The second one was a d10, so that's damage. You do 5 damage to the snake. Second one definitely hits as well and does 8 damage. So you do 8 damage to the...
I have extra rolls because of Slayer's Prey and Hunter's Mark. So the first hit was I guess we'll say the first one I hit is the snake. So he has Hunter's Mark, and he gets an extra, I think 1d6. Yeah.
So roll that. So try to roll it all together. Sorry. So that's for the snake, right? 10. So 10 total damage to him, correct?
Yes. And then for the Slayer's Mark or Slayer's Prey, I think it's. Hold on, I had it up. It's also a d6.
So it's 2 plus. So you do 10 as damage as well to the second guy.
Yeah.
Oh no, hold on. Yeah, 10 damage. Well done. Okay, now it's Ed's turn. Unless you have a bonus action.
No.
You also have movement too if you want to do anything.
I'll stay where I'm at.
Yep. Also, too, I just want to re-illustrate this here too. As Megan draws out her gun, she fires twice with the weapon. It makes a loud boom and a puff of giant cloud of smoke as this unearthly weapon fires off, and the crowd is even startled even over the roars of the Allosaurus. It's the loudest thing there. Ed, it's your turn.
All right, real quick, can I get over here without having to, without any interruption?
Where? Sorry.
Oh, I saw you worked.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was like,
oh, yeah, so you
right
can,
here
yeah.
to right here, right
You
behind.
can't move through people. They're panicking and they're going to move on their turn. Actually, they haven't taken a turn yet, have they? So let me go ahead and roll for panic for them. So they're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30. Most of them are able to, like, get like run away as shit's happening. These people aren't actually, they're trapped. They're gonna try to bottleneck right here. Yes, they're all gonna try to flee. These people are gonna try to run away. And as these two run away, this one's gonna take an op attack from the hippogriff and die, and this guy will get away. So, yeah. So, yeah, you can totally move to there now because they took their turn. Sorry, I didn't.
No problem. So I'm gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna summon spirit guardians.
Sweet.
Clean this bloodbath up, Ed.
I'm gonna try a bit. So I do my spirit guardians. I designate my comrades as people to be unaffected by them.
What about the passers-by? You designate them too?
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Yeah, the panicking, running people that are running away, I'll designate that they won't be affected either. Pretty much, the only people I want affected are the animals and the guys in the mass.
Cool.
Do
So on their turn, right? They make the saves.
when you cast a spell, you can designate a number of creatures to be unaffected. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. So if they're summoned now, I believe they would have to make a wisdom saving throw now.
So they need to make a wisdom saving throw now. And who's in range of that Spirit Guardians?
Within 15 feet of me. So it should
just the Allosaurus and the Axebeak.
Yes.
Okay. All right, hold on one second. Let me just do this. I'm just doing something real fast, guys. Apologies. It plus 3. Okay. What was it? It's not. It's backspace, right? Oh, come on. I knew I had this right. Sorry, I was trying to do the macros real fast, but
Macros.
the life did not decide to do that. Anyways, yeah, so he needs to, what's his save? He needs to make it, what's DC what?
It's wisdom 14.
Okay, 7 he does not. So what damage does the Axebeak take?
3d8, which is 10.
Okay, both will fail, so both will take 10 damage. The Axebeak is bloodied.
Okay, and then I use my bonus action to do spiritual weapon.
Well, didn't you use your bonus action to cast Spirit Guardians?
No, that's my main action.
Okay, but no, because...
No?
Gauze, let me just double check here. Spirit Guardians, if I'm not mistaken, is a bonus action. Yeah, no, it's one action. You're totally right. My bad. Bonus action. Spirit Weapon is... Wait, no. Spirit Guardians is concentration, and Spiritual Weapon is not concentration. Oh, man, you got me on that one. All right.
I was looking at this
I'll
for a long
own it.
time.
I'll own it. Clerics, man. I always forget. There's always forget. All right, keep going.
Clerics are weird ones.
All right. I can make the spiritual weapon within 60 feet, but it can only attack a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Right, you just move it to the space adjacent to its square.
Yeah, so I'll go for the bloody Axebeak. I'll put it like right by it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and draw a shape and then just put it in, like, make sure it fits in a square, and then that will be your weapon. That works. Don't try to draw the fucking weapon. Just make a shape that I can move around. Okay. All right. So what's to hit? The Axebeak's AC is 11. So roll it. Do that first.
When the spell make a melee spell attack against the creature, So melee spell attack.
Right. So you're gonna use your spell modifier plus a d20.
All right. So d20 plus 3, which is 17 total.
Plus 3, and it'll probably have your plus 6 to hit, if I'm not mistaken.
Not
to hit, but it'll be damage. Will be that. So go ahead. Like I said, try guys to roll your attack and damage at the same time for the attack. That's a big thing I want to push forward.
Gotcha.
So go ahead and roll your damage, Ed.
All right. The damage is 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So 1d8 plus the modifier is the plus 3, correct? Not the plus 6 for spell attack.
It is the plus 6. No. Hold on.
No, spellcasting ability modifier, that would be the plus 3.
Yeah. So it was actually plus 6 to attack, and it was plus 3 for damage.
Okay.
So it's the opposite of those two things. My bad. I got it mixed up. You still hit, and you're still going to get a plus 3 to that, and that's going to be 10 damage, and it's going to kill it. So how do you want to do this?
All right. Well, my spirit guardians that came out and attacked were, of course, I said it before, the Pine Saw Lady and Mr. Clean, cleaning up business, and then the spiritual weapon of the Scrubbing Bubbles came up and just bombarded this poor creature and cleaned it out of existence.
Okay. That's Ed's turn, I believe. And next up in the order is... Hold on. I fucked everything up on the turn order. Next up in the order is the doll, I believe. Help me here, guys, because I messed up the turnover. Yeah, the doll. Okay.
Yeah.
The doll is going to move 5, 10, 15, take a running jump and jump down.
Oh.
And right on top of Ed. And he's going to make 3 attacks against Ed. Hold on.
Hold on. Just his attack should be halved. His speed should be halved.
Why?
Spirit Guardians. Whenever an affected creature, is in his area.
In 15 feet of you.
Yeah, and you jumped right on top of me.
Right, but so it wouldn't be halved for the first bit of movement.
Gotcha.
So like 15 feet would be out from you would be there would be starting, he'd be half distance, and he only moved, so he moved 20 feet, and then he moved 10 feet in your square of distance, so yeah, he would have moved 40 feet total.
Okay.
Yeah. But he still jumps down, and he's still within range to go ahead and do 3 attacks. It doesn't particularly actually matter for damage-wise for this guy, what he does. But anyways, let's go ahead and do it. It's going to be a +5 to hit, so I think you got a pretty good time of surviving. So he's going to roll... +5. First attack hits. Second attack hits. Third attack. What's your AC, Ed?
19.
So the second attack hits. So he's going to hit twice. So he's going to do 2d8 plus 6. And I need you to make 2. He's going to do 19 damage to you, Ed, and I need you to make 2 DC 13 a DC 13 strength save and a DC 13 dex save. No, awesome. I need you to make a a DC 13 strength save and a DC 13 constitution save.
Alright, so I subtracted 19 damage, and now you need to do a constitution and a strength save?
Yeah.
So, should I do... Alright, so the first one I did was...
Pass. Continue on to the next one. Fail. Alright, so you failed the constitution save. You are now stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated, see the condition, can't move and can't speak, only falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. You are now stunned. You will be able to make the same DC 13 save on your next turn to try to become unstunned.
How much health you got left, Gaz?
32 out of 51.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Gaz is fine. He's a beefy frontliner. Next up in the order, I believe, is Peter.
I'm a cleric, sir. I'm not beefy.
Peter, where is...
I'm in the back.
Megan, did I skip... No. I skipped you, Megan.
I don't think think so because I shot them twice, and I don't think everybody else is gone yet.
That's true. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I messed up the fucking turn order, and it's really annoying. I apologize. Let me just try to straighten it out real
All
fast.
of us and them. So if you skipped anyone, it might have been Peter.
No, hold on. That's not. All right. What's
Well, I know I haven't gone.
Peter is. You have gone, haven't you, Peter?
Not a second time.
Okay. Well, neither is Onathera gone a second time. Onathera, your is 22, correct?
Yeah.
And Umeric, what's yours? What's yours was?
My initiative was 8.
Okay, your initiative was 8. Gauze, what was yours?
20.
And the Axebeak was, the Allosaurus was 2, the Axebeak was 2, and the Hippogriff was 2, and the Sneck was 10. Oh, sorry guys, and the doll was 15. Okay. Start. Okay, so Onathera goes first, and and the doll just went. The doll would go, and next up in the order would be Somnus. That is correct. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. That's much clearer. Okay.
Okay. Stupid headphones fell out of my ears. I want so. Would I be able to take a shot at the doll, or like would I risk hitting Umeric? I feel like I risk hitting Umeric.
From where you are, Peter? No, it's not. It doesn't. D&D weirdly doesn't work like that. My question is probably you don't have line of sight on the doll, because the doll.
Oh yeah, I would have to.
No, you can hit you can hit the square.
I would have to move over a bit.
Yeah, well, you can very freely move over and make a free shot on him.
Yeah, so I'll move like here, and I'll take my shot with my longbow. So let's see if that hits. Nope, that definitely misses. It's a 7.
Yeah,
definitely misses.
Next, you get to roll it twice though if you want.
Yeah, sure. Let's try again. Oh, that's 22. Okay.
That definitely hits. Jesus.
For damage of 9.
9 damage to the doll, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. And
meanwhile, there's a dinosaur thing in the background, just like.
Yeah. Okay. That's Peter. Bonus action. Anything?
Bonus action. Damn, I can't use any of my superiority dice because I'm not up close. I'm good.
Okay, next up in the order is the archer, and he is going to fire an arrow at Onathera. And it's actually going to not hit Onathera, it's going to hit 2 squares behind her, and it's going to hit this square here, and so 20, so it'd be 10 feet, so just hit Onathera, Somnus, and not quite Volo. I need Onathera and Somnus need to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
What dexterity throw? Huh?
A dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dexterity saving. Sorry. +2. Nope.
All right, 2 fails. Okay, so the arrow is going to fly over, and Onathera, you think you recognize as the arrow flies in that there's a fireball bead attached to the hilt. And
oh, lovely.
In a blossoming, horrific situation, you both fail to move as the fireball goes off, engulfing you guys. And it does 38 damage to both Somnus and Onathera. And all of these people, dead. Yeah. The crowd is just fucking wiped out. Onathera, Somnus, are you guys alive?
Yeah, I'm alive with 17 health left. Actually, wait, no. Actually, wait, no. Hold on.
Onathera?
I have 8 health left.
Sorry, 20 left. My bad.
Okay, yeah, that was... So that, he fired, and then he's going to pick up another arrow, and he's going to fire another arrow at, this time, at Somnus from his vantage point over there. Let's just go ahead and roll d20 plus 9. He crits. Fuck. Yeah. And so he's gonna do. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna do a shitload. He's gonna do.
We're boned.
He's gonna do 48 plus 4.
Fuck.
He's gonna do 28 points of damage to Saul.
No, yeah, I'm dead. I'm just dead.
No, you are incapacitated.
Oh, that's right.
There's a difference.
That's right. I forgot.
Keep in mind, somebody can stabilize you. You're gonna make a death roll in your next turn, so you are down. Okay, that was the Sneck's turn. No, hold on. That was the Sneck's turn, but next up in the order is Umeric.
Well, I had a plan, but now things have taken a turn for the worse. I want to try and calm the Allosaurus, actually. At least that was the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have like a free action and just yell?
Yeah, that's just a free action. That's absolutely right.
The real enemy is. That's what I yell.
A fair point.
I also yell, if someone can stabilize Umeric, I can do a heal AoE on my turn. He doesn't get those unless he's stabilized.
The AoE doesn't affect people and stabilize them?
Well, I thought like you can't heal them until they're stabilized.
If you use Healing Word on a person, that brings them back to life with the hit points.
I mean, I'm gonna use Prayer of Healing. If you're saying I can use it whether or not he's...
Yeah, if you give him magical health, he'll come back.
Okay, word. Never mind then.
Yeah, that's why everybody argues that Healing Word is overpowered at low levels, but whatever.
I'm gonna use Prayer of Healing.
Okay, but it's not your turn yet. It's Umeric's. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna just go for this. I'm gonna slowly approach the Allosaurus and attempt to communicate with it.
Okay.
And
action. So you're gonna make an animal handling roll.
okay. Well, what's an animal? Oh, animal handling. I see it.
You're a +3 to that.
Oh shit! I didn't realize animal handling was a thing because I have advantage on charisma to influence animals because I'm a furbolg.
Oh yeah, you still get advantage. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know that. So yeah, you get advantage. So roll 2 d20s +3.
Okay, but still use the animal. Okay, got it.
Yeah, you got him. What do you want to try to get him to do?
I'm going to try with all my might to just send out first calming vibes and then convince this creature that its best interest is to help us attack its masters that have abused it for so long, and ask him to help me to defend me from the thing in the doll mask.
Okay.
That's
so
in front of...
defend him from the doll mask thing. All right, yeah, I'm happy. That's a lot for a creature to take in, but you got Furbolg Magish it. Yeah, he's gonna move around. He's gonna move through this space. He's a large creature, so he can move through space, and he's gonna turn around and he's going to attack the doll creature. Yeah, Allosaurus. He's gonna make a bite attack. He's gonna make 2 bite attacks. Oh shit! This may be good for you. D20 plus 6. Crit. Okay. That is going to be a huge amount of fucking damage. Okay, that's going to be 4 D10 plus 4. He's going to do 20 damage to the doll. The doll is bloodied. Okay. That's its turn. Next up in the order is I'm assuming the Allosaurus did that on its turn. That's attack. Umeric, still technically you have other actions you can take on your turn if you'd like.
So I'm assuming that used my main action?
That did use your main action, correct.
Oh, it didn't.
It did.
Oh, it did.
It did, yeah.
Okay. I was like, that's too good to be true. Okay. I don't... planned on being able to do anything after this. Sorry, I don't know if there's anything else I can do. I can't cast a spell. I could move.
Remember, you'd have to leave the dolls. You might have to leave the dolls attack, and you might get a free action attack on you.
Right. Yeah. I can't. I'm assuming I can't like hunker down and do anything to defend, increase my defense with the free action, right? Or anything? Okay. I think I'm done.
No, not with a free action, unfortunately, or a bonus action. Yeah, I think you're done. Go ahead.
I could run. Could I run over to? Well, I've already moved. I haven't used all my movement. I
right.
don't think.
But remember, you can move back through. But when you move through your friendly square, it still counts as like negative movement. So it's 10 feet to go through his square. So you're gonna use 20 feet of movement to move through a square like that. So I don't think you could actually move away right now.
I couldn't get back to Somnus in order to stabilize him on the same time.
Definitely not. That's more than that's. I think it would be full movement from where you are to get to him. Yeah, it'd be 20 feet of movement. Yeah, there's no way.
All right, I think I'm done then.
Because you used 5. You used 15 feet. You used 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement to get to where you are. Okay, cool. Yep. All right. Yeah. So next up in the order is the Hippogriff, which is going to continue to pursue this crew over here. And it's going to make 2 attacks and kill 2 more people.
Because of course.
Next up in the order would have been the Axebeak, but it's dead. It's Onethera!
Okay, I'm going to shoot the snake guy twice.
Got it.
And because of Hunter's Mark, each thing, I think it's an extra d6. If it hits.
Yeah, correct. Not hit. Crit fail. Oh, you get a crit fail. Your weapon is fouled.
Okay.
What?
So the gun jams, essentially. You'll have to use your next action to clear the gun, or you can drop the gun and draw your longbow.
I'll do that.
Okay. But I think that's both your shots, correct?
Yeah, I can't.
Okay. You can take a bonus action if you want.
No.
Sorry, Onethera. That was a rough turn. That was really rough. That was really statistically unlucky, to be honest with you. You've had the gun for like 24 hours and it already jammed once on you.
You're still learning.
Yeah. Okay. Next up in the order is Gauze. Gauze, make me a DC 13. Let's see. I believe it's a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
All right.
You pass.
I passed.
You are now prone and on the ground, and you are no longer stunned, though.
Okay.
Actually, no, I don't think you're prone. I think you're on the ground, but that's the end of your turn.
But my Spirit Guardian should still activate, shouldn't they?
On their turn, correct?
Which is my turn, right?
I don't think it didn't activate. We went over this, right? It didn't activate on your turn, correct?
Guardians.
Sorry, your character's the roughest for me, man. I'm so sorry.
It's cool. I don't know what I'm doing either.
Okay, you flirt around a distance of 50 feet. If you are good or neutral, then the spectral form appears angelic. Oh, that's the other question. You didn't specify the dinosaur is not taking Spirit Guardian's damage, correct?
Yeah.
So the dinosaur would have taken... what save would it need to have made?
Wisdom 14.
Okay. The doll took Spirit Guardian damage on its turn. It was bloodied by it. So I don't think the doll will take damage till its next turn.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm here. Look at this. You call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you.
I believe you. I'm not gonna.
I don't know. I'm trying to catch it up myself. 50 feet. If you are good or neutral, the spectral form appears angelic or fey. You are evil. They appear fiendish. When you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see be unaffected by it. An unaffected creature's speed is halved. An affected creature is stabbed in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time or on a turn, it starts its turn there. for the first time or a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 damage. If you are good or neutral, or 3d8. On a success against the creature, takes half as much damage. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't, yeah, it'll be on its turn. So it's an effect, and you're holding concentration on it, but it doesn't affect anything else.
Okay. Other question.
Yo.
Even though I'm on the ground or whatever, can I still use a bonus action?
You're
to use
not on the
Spirit?
ground. You cannot use a bonus action because the stun effect means you get to make the save at the end of the turn. So because he stuns you once, you lose your action and bonus action for the round.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, stun is a nasty weapon. Do you know what I mean? He's like a metallic nimble right monk stunner, and he is just nasty as the fucking day is long. Which is actually his turn now, and he's going to attempt to stun you again.
Sorry.
It's not funny, but yes, it is funny.
But does he take my spirit now that is his turn?
Yes, he does, Ed. Thank you for pointing that out. What's the save?
Blah blah blah. Spiritual Guardian. It's
your saving throw.
Yeah.
Which for
Wisdom 14.
Wisdom 14. Okay. The monk is actually pretty good at wisdom, so it's a +3 wisdom. Which would be he'll pass, so he'll take half damage. Roll damage.
Okay. Uh, 3d8. My bad.
He'll take 9 damage. Monk ain't loving it. He's not having a good time. Okay. Still the monk's turn. He's going to turn, and he's going to attack Trevor once with the same attack. It's going to be a d20 plus... that's going to be 1 d20 plus 5.
Now, can I recast shield?
Yes, you can, but it won't matter for you.
Oh. Yeah, I won't.
Okay. Make me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. You pass. Okay. Doesn't matter. He's going to attack you again with the same attack.
Okay. Same save?
Hits. Yep. Save again. You fail that. No, you pass. You pass. Just barely. You pass. So, generally, if you make the number on saves, you pass. If you match AC, so usually the effect goes to either the person rolling generally has the advantage of what the number matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, you passed. So you don't take it, and he's going to attack you one more time. And he's going to miss on the final time. Or he's going to hit your AC. If you do shield, it won't hit.
Then I will react by casting shield.
Okay, and it does not hit.
If I can, additionally, I will cast Arcane Ward on top of it if I can.
So, this is where it's confusing me, and I apologize. I'm not familiar with this spell setup. Hold on. Arcane Ward. Once per day, when you finish a short rest or you expel spell slows recovery up to... No, it's arcane recovery. Once per long rest, when you cast an abjuration spell, first level, however, you create a magic... Yeah, no, I'm good with that. Yeah, magic ward. So you have 14 HP. Yeah.
Before it gets to my HP.
Yeah, okay.
But then the shield is also making my AC 15, in which case it just fails anyway, right?
Yeah.
I just thought I'd put it up there for next turn, maybe.
It's good. It does do stuff. Next up in the order is Somnus. Somnus, roll me a d20. Somnus.
Sorry, everything like cut. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Remember what I need to do to do a saving throw? Not a saving throw, to a saving.
Just roll a d20.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No modifier.
Sure.
You pass. Somnus,
Okay, that's one.
as you lay on the ground, dripping your oil onto the ground, you remember the elf Glorfindel, the man who built you. You remember his kind face, and you remember never having an argument with him, and how the elves treated you like a person, and you kind of just fucking hate this city. It's just a shitty fucking place, and goddamn if it's going to fucking kill you, and you're gonna get the fuck back up, and you come back towards the light. You have 1 pass save. You need to make 2 more, and you will be back on your feet with 1 HP.
That's all you hear.
Yeah, you just hear the fucking Somnus on the ground going for it, and that's his turn, unfortunately. Sorry, we're skipping. There's so many. I really don't like turn skippers. Next up in the order is the archer. He's going to draw his bow, and he is going to fire an arrow, and I think he's going to. Ooh, what's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? I don't know actually what he's going to do. Okay, he's going to fire an arrow at Onethera. Yeah, it's going to be a +9 to hit. D20 +9, so that is going to hit Onethera. You're gonna take a certain amount of damage, and I'm gonna roll that in a second. But you need to make me a DC 12 Dexterity saving throw.
Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You pass. So the arrow hits you in the chest, it penetrates, and you see the back of the arrow. This is some Hawkeye shit. Ropes explode out, spring action from the arrow, and trying to wrap around you, but you manage to just kind of jump back and kind of avoid the restraining arrow that has been fired at you. You manage to pop back, but you are still injured by the attack, which is going to be 2d8 plus 4, which is going to do 12 points of damage to you.
I am unconscious.
Okay. Onethera are both unconscious at this point.
Yay.
What's Bolo doing right now? Trying not to get dead?
Volo ran away. Let's just be
Okay.
honest. Volo. What did you guys think Volo was gonna do? Honestly,
He was gonna be our Deus Ex Machina.
Oh yeah, he suddenly had a lot of powers that you guys didn't know about. Next up in the order is Umeric.
Well, let's talk to God. Okay. Wow. Fuck. Yeah, I guess I'm up again already? Shit. Sorry.
Well, the Onethera got knocked out. Gauze, Somnus has been. Gauze got stunned. Somnus has been knocked unconscious. It's kind of down to the wire here. It's you and Gauze, and there's a lot of dudes that are pretty fucking tough. And there's a hippogriff over here that's on the loose, just killing people. All the way. By the way, the dock is just fucking littered with fucking corpses at this point, guys.
Oh, of course.
Corpses.
It is a bad situation.
So the doll face in front of me is bloodied, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile as a 3rd level spell and just direct all 5 daggers at the doll face.
Okay. 14 damage.
I have plenty of spell slots.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Well, since I cast 5, I guess.
Can I just point out that you got 3 crit fails into that attack roll?
That was pretty awful. That was pretty awful.
Yeah. I was like, only 14? Shit.
To be honest, though, you do it all the same.
Yeah. So I got 5 magical missile knife force things, 3 of which are really puny that are just gonna knock him. All 3 go for his forehead, start to knock the mask off of his head and just make him fall backwards head first, and then the other 2 are gonna hit him in the chest and kill him.
Yeah.
And he falls back to the ground, and the mask comes off his face, and I see what I don't know behind the mask.
You see a face of a Nimblewright.
Okay.
that would probably be more of a reveal if you guys had visited the Temple of God. Sorry. I don't want to... I really pushed it. I don't know.
You gave us like 5 choices.
This is D&D, man. It's an open world. What do you want from me? I need
You wanted us to be more linear.
I should have made it more linear. It's my bad. I should have just given you guys, here you go, here and here and here. It's the Pomodoro, man. I can't even cut my own hair now. What do you want?
Thank you, DM.
I love you guys.
That's the rest.
Sorry, I am lost in this camp. This is the most lost I've ever been in a campaign. I'm just saying. Watching you guys solve this mystery, it better be a good reveal at the end. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's anything else you want to do, Trevor?
I don't believe I can. Wait, I still have movement left. I could stabilize 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'm going to try and stabilize Somnus.
So I'm going to say this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you can get there. Yeah, you totally get there, Somnus. Bonus action. Can you... I think you can stabilize with a bonus action. I'm going to allow it. I think you require an action.
Yeah,
well, no, hold on. Oh, no, you have an ability, don't you? You have an ability.
I do, actually. Yeah, I have a feat as a healer.
Yeah, you don't have... oh, I thought you had a different spell, but hold on. What's the healer?
I can use it to stabilize a dying creature that also regains 1 HP. Oh, it takes up an action, though. You can spend 1 use of a healer's kit to tend to a creature.
Probably not.
No. Well, what do you think? Because it says... Oh, yeah, when you use a healer's kit to stabilize a dying creature, that creature also regains 1 HP.
Yeah.
So, whatever that counts as. I guess
it would be an action, unfortunately. I don't think there's anything you can do on your bonus action to try to heal, unless you have a healing spell I don't know about. Let me double check.
All I have in my bonus actions is dual wield and turn invisible until next turn.
Oh yeah, you don't have any bonus. Yeah, healing word is a big one that you might want to consider. Sorry, just throwing it out there. That's I feel bad telling you anything. The Allosaurus's turn is up next. It is going to turn and growl at Gauze. It's just turning and growling after it saw its prey get killed.
Fun.
Anyone can make a free action to shout at it if you like.
What?
Anyone can make a free action to shout. 6 seconds of dialogue.
Besides some expletives, I can't think of anything to shout.
Not you. I'm more talking to Trevor in this context.
Yeah, I can shout really calming vibes in the direction of the Allosaurus again. Don't worry, the middleman is your friend, I swear.
I was about to say, show me how you shout calming vibes, but whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, sure. I will. He's growling. He's not going to take his turn on this one. The hippogriff is going to actually jump up onto the deck and attack the secondary friend. He's going to make 2 attacks. They're going to be d20 plus 6. Hit. Hit. And, what is the hit? No. Hold on. It's actually plus 5, but that doesn't... I don't think that's 17 and 21. That doesn't make a difference all the way. It's d10. So it's going to be 2... d10 plus 6. He's going to do 15 points of damage to the archer. Okay. Next up in the order, I believe, is Onethera.
Time for that d20.
That will not hit. Oh, wait, what's your to hit? Yeah. What's your to hit, Onethera?
What do you mean? I'm unconscious. I'm not hitting.
Oh, you passed. So sorry, Onethera. Yeah, so you passed. Yeah, you're not dying in Waterdeep. Why would you die in Waterdeep? You passed all this sickness and stuff. You got a disease we haven't even resolved from getting a shower earlier.
I want to get the fuck out of here. I hate this town.
Yeah, it's the worst. It is the worst. Yeah, that's your turn. Next up in the order is Gauze.
Okay. my turn. Is everyone within 30 feet of me?
Let's see.
I mean, I can remark him.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, including the Allosaurus.
The Allosaurus is not my friend.
Think
Alright.
vibes.
I'll do a 3rd level prayer of healing. So up to 6 creatures of my choice. I'll say my 3 party members. And can I count myself in that as a creature?
I have no idea.
I can see myself.
Oh my god. Okay, 3rd level prayer of healing. Okay, I got it right here. Here's a spell. Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. Each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability. This effect, prayer of healing effect caster ? This is why we Google. Yeah, the 10 minutes time kills it in a combat is useless out of combat is also you got. I shouldn't probably make it in one. Very short. Yeah, I'll say it affects you. Go ahead.
All right. So that's gonna be 3d8 plus 3. Why is that not working for me?
Space
Right.
between the. Yeah,
So 13 plus 3, so everyone gets 16 health points.
What do you mean by everyone?
Uh,
That include me.
yeah, you
Yeah.
were within 30 feet
Yeah.
of me.
Everybody gets 6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Everybody gets 13 health points. Not the Allosaurus, correct?
Not the Alistair. No, 16, because my modifier. I was.
Oh, yeah, 16, yeah. So Somnus and Onothera, you are now have 16 health points and you are up.
Cool.
And now will you let me do this because where was my? Hold on, let me down to traits. Bless you. When I cast a spell of 1 or higher that restores HP, I gain 2 plus my spell level. So the spell level was 3 plus 2. Do I get the additional 5 hit points?
Yeah, to you, yeah, I think, yeah.
I would assume so.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I would assume so because it's whenever I use it,
I think it's correct.
That.
Yeah, I agree.
If I go over,
you don't get it for every person that you heal, but you get it just one time cast. Yeah.
Now, if it goes over my max hit points, do I get temporary hit points?
No, that does not
All
happen.
Right. Now that's fine. I'm still capped at.
If the spell doesn't say temporary hit points, you don't get extra.
That is a-okay. I'm still at full health now, which is beautiful.
All right.
That was my main action. I gotta try and kill this dinosaur. I know he befriended us, but my spirit guardians are gonna attack it when it's on its turn because it didn't specify beforehand. And I guess I can't add it to the list now, correct?
It made an attack, so I assume at some point you unattacked the spirit guardian thing. So if you want to, it can actually take some damage right now from the previous time. But it probably would have attacked you earlier when it had the chance.
That's on you. I'm not.
So I'm happy to roll damage, but I'm also going to roll his attack on you.
If we just call it a mulligan, are we square?
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And then moving forward on his next turn, he's going to take Spirit Guardian's damage, and he's probably going to attack you. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Mulligan! It's cool. It's cool. Even though he's going to do way more damage than Spirit Guardians. It's cool. You win that one.
I know. Believe me, I know.
It's cool. And all of D&D is essentially a long-range negotiation. That's like what it is. It's just like I need to get my lawyer up here, my fiance, so she can be like, no, she's
now,
just
if
gonna
I try and
I'm just gonna co-sign this.
leave that area, do I have to do a?
You're definitely gonna take a reaction attack from the Allosaurus if you try to leave it now, because you've told me you should have moved and then brought this all up and began negotiations there. You failed.
I see. Either way, I'm gonna have to like. If I want to try and move, I'm gonna have to do a. an opportunity of attack on him. But if we didn't attack him the first time and he's our friend at this time, as long as I get 15 feet away from him, Spirit Guardians won't trigger on his turn. So if we took that mulligan and we're both real cool right now.
No, you're not. Okay, I'm just gonna square with you. The Allosaurus is gonna attack you no matter what at next point. Sorry, it's DM rules. You're trying to fuck me at this point.
I'm not trying to fuck you. I'm trying to.
There's a lot of fuckery going on here.
No, you just said if I move.
I gave you a mulligan. I'm not fucking redoing it.
If I moved before
I'm not arguing.
Up, it would have been included on the mulligan.
Okay,
man.
that's the end of Gauze's turn.
No, okay. Because if it's gonna attack me either way, I'm gonna use my bonus action to use
spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon on it.
Cool. Go ahead.
All right. So that's 1d8 plus 3, which is not a lot of damage, but it's gonna attack me regardless. So 9 damage.
Does it? Well, you gotta attack with it first. Yeah, do d20 plus your weapon modifier.
Oh, okay.
So you got a d20 plus 6.
19.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. So it's 9?
Yeah.
Okay. It bellows in rage, asking why you would have done something like this to it. So
because
angry.
God made me.
Okay.
Gave me no other option.
Sweet. All right, that's its turn. Next up in the order is Somnus. You are on the thing you can use 15 foot of moment to stand up. Somnus, you're on your back. You only have to spend 15 feet of movement to stand up and not be prone.
Can I stand up and take that longbow?
Yeah, you got action, bonus action, everything. You just
okay.
You have to use half your movement to stand up. Same thing for you, Onathera.
Okay, well that's fair. That's fair.
You got knocked unconscious. You just got knocked down, essentially.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I stand up, and I'll take a longbow shot at the dinosaur, because you said it several times, but I keep forgetting what it's actually called.
Yeah, it's actually, so just I want to make this clear. The dinosaur has 10 feet of attack. You are actually in range of the dinosaur's physical attack.
Oh, so can I like stand up, move, and then shoot?
I think. Hold on, let me just double check this.
I think I'm within 10 feet of that circle.
Oh no, it's 5 feet. You're wrong. I'm wrong. Sorry, that's a Tyrannosaurus Rex thing. I probably have this. It's an Allosaurus. I probably have this mini a little too sized up, but we're gonna assume it's a fat Allosaurus. How about that?
It's been well kept, but in captivity.
Yeah, he's been eating like rats and stuff on the barge. I don't know why he would have an overexpression of rats. He's an Allosaurus. That's not how things work. Anyways, point in case, it's like Tiger King. It's like an overfed tiger. He's protecting. He's clearly got a clutch of Allosaurus, and they're gonna do like dinosaur petting later. That's what's happening on this whole situation. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Please continue.
Well, I tried to Carol Baskin this shit, but obviously it's backfired as it inevitably does.
It did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch, Trevor.
Okay, well that's an 11. I don't think that hits it.
That does not hit it. No, that's
I don't
correct.
think so.
What's your other attack? You make 2, or what do you want to do? You got another bonus attack. If you take the attack action, you can attack twice.
I'll take that. I'll take that bonus to try and attack again. See what happens. 14. Does that
does
hit?
Hit, yeah, and it takes 4 damage.
So much.
Okay, next up in the order is the archer. He ain't having a good day. So the archer is going to attack the hippogriff, and he's going to fire an arrow straight up in the air, and it's going to come down behind the hippogriff, 20 feet behind it, and the hippogriff's going to make a dexterity saving throw, which it will fail. And the hippogriff is dead as he detonates another fireball.
Yep.
And then it's going to lean over the side. He's going to make eye contact with you guys, and he's just going to be like, fuck you. Except you can't tell that since he's wearing a fucking mask. He's going to fire another arrow. He's going to fire an arrow at Ed, and it's going to be a d20 plus 9. So that'll hit.
No, my AC is 19.
It's a D20 plus 9, so
Plus 9.
it's 27 to hit. And the arrow is going to rebound off Ed, and it's going to hit Trevor, and 27. So it's a double. It's a double shot arrow. So this dude is essentially Hawkeye. That's the whole point. He's got like trick arrows and shit.
Oh my god.
So he fires the second arrow. It hits Trevor. Both of you are going to take 2d8 damage, which I'm just going to roll out here in the cheap way. I apologize. You're going to take 2d8 plus 4. Yeah. You both take 13 damage.
That'll almost exhaust my arcane ward.
Yeah, I think you have 1 point left, if I'm not mistaken.
I agree.
Yeah. Gauze, how you looking?
We just took 13.
Yeah.
I'm now at 38.
Okay. Yeah, that's... he's gonna also... Now that the hippogriff is dead, he's gonna move away. 5, 10, 15, 20... He's gonna jump onto this building over here. 20. So you can't see that. Hold on. He's not actually. He's jumping on top of the building, the inside of it. Let me delete something. Yeah, he jumped onto this building over here, and he's going to run towards the far roof. He's gonna get there. And that's his turn. And next up in the order is Umbric.
The Allosaurus is bloodied at this point.
The Allosaurus is not bloodied. Yeah, no, hold on.
I kind of want to talk to
it's
him
not bloodied. Again,
Talk to him.
remember,
Tell
I
him
really
you're-
this Allosaurus, but like
I don't see a reason why that ability is not a cooldown ability. You can just do it and have advantage on it, right?
yeah, all it gives me is advantage.
Dude, advantage is statistically a huge fucking deal. Like, I'm just putting it out there. Advantage is like getting 25% on any roll.
I'm conflicted because the Allosaurus does not belong in this city, but if I can either kill it or we can let it go and murder more people.
Carol Baskin would Doc Antle would probably just, put it in a little gas chamber. It's so fucking dark.
I'm gonna make another attempt to convince the Allosaurus to completely calm down and just take a load off and go to sleep. Maybe
All right.
get a lullaby.
Roll me 2d20s plus your plus 3.
Ooh, not that one.
Oh man.
Ha-ha!
Yeah, he does. He's pissed off and he's looking at Gauze right next to him, pretty pissed off, but he calms down and just lays his head down into your lap, and you kind of get like this little dinosaur head pat thing going.
Can I pet it?
Yeah, you can totally pet his head.
So rough and scaly, and yet somehow adorable at the same time.
Yeah, you're furry, he's scaly. You're like so many
It's
kinks
the
all in
magic.
one. Yeah. You're like the kinkiest thing that's ever happened. There's like a girl 2 bars over that's, I don't know, she's like a cat lady that swoons. Anyways, that's too anime for this. Yeah, so next up in the order is the Allosaurus' turn. It's going to purr in your lap, and then it's Onethera's turn.
Okay. So I get up off the ground.
15 feet of
What?
movement.
Yeah. And, yep, thank you. Do I still have concentration, or did I lose that when I passed out?
You did lose concentration when you passed out, unfortunately.
Okay, fuck him. I don't care. I'm going to cast, as a bonus action, 2nd level Hail of Thorns.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to shoot 2 arrows at him.
Fire!
What?
I just want to make this point. Onethera can shoot 600 feet. He's only 80, and that's like the farthest distance we've had in this game.
600 feet?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You
Because of course.
Like the moment we saw him.
She's got the
I did.
sharpshooter feet. Yeah.
And then he fucking
Onathera, let me make this point. Let me make this point to you. Onathera in the far corner of this map, I think. Oh yeah, she could well. In the far corner of this map, it's only 200 feet. She's like not using a third of her range on that rifle. No, it's the bow. The bow has the same range though. It's longbow and rifle have the same range in this game because it's a homebrew item. Don't fuck with me.
It's not directed at us.
No, it's there's a friend of mine who plays in our other game, and he likes watching and he appreciates it, but he needs to like chill a little bit. I love you. I'm sorry, but seriously. Anyways, keep going.
So here's the first arrow.
14. That's gonna miss.
Okay. Second one.
That hits.
So he has to make a dex saving throw and beat. He gets 13. 12. He has to be 12. Fuck. Okay. Well,
Sorry.
he still gets the arrow damage.
Yeah, he takes half damage. Or does arrow throws do half damage? Yeah, so just still roll the damage and he still takes all that.
So that's the damage is already like the arrow damage is 9, and then this is the hail of thorns.
So
he'll take half of that.
14 damage. Okay. Yeah, he does not look super happy. I think he's bloodied. Gauze, it's your turn.
Can I sneak past the sleeping petted dinosaur?
Yeah, he's out of combat now. He's like Trevor has him handled.
All right. Can I rearrange and get out of? He has super sharp, super fast, cunning things. Can I like hide inside of someplace, or he has the fucking arrows that can.
So I'm going to say this. You can get next to the ship deck and use your action to hide there, so he can't hit you. You can get behind cover and hide, but you have to use your action to hide, and you roll a stealth check. And then if he can't see you, he can't hit you with the arrow. The other thing, too, is like whether or not you... Hide implies that you don't perceive the character. That's the difference. Is like, even if he doesn't see you with the see-through arrow wall, he can still technically hear you. It's like, it's kind of... He's a master archer. This is some Storm Shadow shit.
How far away is he from me?
He's not that... It's actually... This is less far than you guys think. He is 70 feet from you.
70
with partial
feet.
cover of the ship. You can lean over the top of the ship. It's only 10 feet up, so you can kind of hop up a step and see over and just barely see him. Again, Onathera is shooting away. Remember, she has the sharpshooter capability. 3/4 and partial cover doesn't affect her because she's such a badass.
All right. I have distance things that I need to be at least 60 feet away. Where would I have to be within 60 feet of sighted range of him?
Here.
Let's be there.
Right. And remember, you need to move 10 feet. So you moved 5 feet there to get up the barge. You're going to need to take an action to climb up the barge, the 10 feet, and you're going to use 10 feet of movement. I'll just let you take the action, and you can keep your movement, actually, and move within range. But you're still going to lose the ability, unfortunately.
Well, if I'm going to...
Do it on the next turn, yeah.
Do the action, I would rather hide. If I know I have to use the action to get on top of there, I would get on top of there and try and hide.
Let me negotiate this with you. Let me say you can use 10 feet of movement to get up on the barge, but you're going to make a dexterity saving throw, and if you fall, you're going to take some falling damage. But you can use your pure movement to get up onto the barge, which if you do that, you move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You could get within 60 feet of him if you wanted and take an action this turn. But you just got to risk dexterity saving throw and possibly... Because you're in a hurry. This is what I interpret it as. Gauze is like trying to rush into the situation, hop up onto the deck, and you might slip and fall and hurt yourself on your head. But...
If I try and hop up and then hide, what do I have to do for that?
Well, you can't hide if you hop up. Because
I can't hide if I hop up.
You have to have cover. He can't be able to see you from where he is for you to hide. There has to be some reason for you to hide. Sorry, the bar to hiding is high. It's because rogues. You gotta make it high because they get all these other abilities. Rogues don't make sense in this game unless you make it like, you know.
I get it. Now, that's just that's but let me see if I can draw this real quick. If I get, say, inside this building, since I see there's doors there, could I go in there and hide, and that way he wouldn't know where to aim because I'd be inside.
How would you get inside that building?
I just see the little door things. I wonder if they're open or not. Those were what, cages?
They are. But, there is a door right there. Yeah, you can go inside this building. Yeah, and go. But remember, it's still the same state. 5, 10, 15, 20, and then you can be inside this room. There's no door into the next building.
5, 10, 15. But what if I go like from here to here, and then like that direction because there's doors in that way to get inside.
Yeah, sure. So 5. Remember, you use that 5 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And my speed is 30.
Yeah, so you're done there.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. Are you going to do anything with your action? You cannot see him.
I cannot see him.
You know where he is, but if a spell requires line of sight, you can't use it.
Yes. And I think most of my thing is line of sight.
Sorry, that language is specific for clerics. I think it's kind of some balancing stuff.
Alright, this guiding bolt is 120 range, and it just says any creature in range. Does not specify that I have to see them.
Yep. Fire. Let's speed you up here. Come on. Where's 10:30?
Yeah, sorry. Range spell attack, so that's a d20 plus my spell attack modifier.
Yep.
Alright, so that's d20 plus 6. Hold on, do I have that as a macro for guiding bolt? Maybe.
Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 18 hits plus 11 damage. Okay.
Alright, so that was guiding bolt, and then the next attack roll has advantage on
you don't make it the next attack roll that somebody else takes, right?
Yes.
Which is now it's Somnus's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use my longbow and shoot at the archer.
From where you are... Oh, you are... What's the range on the longbow, if you don't mind me asking? Equipment, action.
150 or 60.
Oh, yeah. 150. Yeah, 150. That's correct. Okay, yep, you're good to go. Fire away, and
that has advantage.
Yeah, this first shot has advantage. But either way it hits, so you can roll advantage on the second shot. Why not?
Yeah, no.
Roll one more.
Was pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, okay. So you're gonna do 9 damage on the first hit. Oh, hold on. D20.
7.
Yes. Hold on. Yeah, 7 damage. Yeah, you do 7 damage to him. He's not looking good. You guys have destroyed this dude. And next up in the order is him. And he's going to run to the edge of the roof. And he's going to dive off. He's going to turn, actually, first. Knock an arrow and fire it. Let's see what he can do here. Yeah, he's going to get the Allosaurus, Trevor, Peter, and Megan. He's going to fire another fireball arrow. Everybody roll me a DC 15 saving throw.
Well, now we know what to beat. Nope.
Saving throw.
You don't need to, Ed. You're not in range.
Ah. Thanks. You did say everyone.
I specified who... Oh, God.
So I'm dead again.
Ed,
or incapacitated.
So Megan, Peter, I need a Trevor saving throw. Megan saved.
Why does it take so long to roll? Did I freeze it? There
Very
it goes.
good. Okay, so fail. So 21 damage to Trevor, and Peter, and Onethera, you're going to take half that at 10 damage.
So I'm gonna. Oh, is that with my ward failing?
That is with your ward failing, I believe. No, hold on. That is. I didn't do the math. What happens when your ward fails?
I think it just goes away.
Yeah, I think it's 20 damage to you
I
then.
think I just take the rest of it.
Yeah. I think you take 20 damage.
Okay. We're almost all dead again. Damn those fireballs! They work great both directions.
Yeah, they do, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
We're great both directions.
Yeah, everybody
knows?
is almost dead. But with that, he is going to turn and run to the edge of this thing over here with his movement, and he's going to dive off the edge. And out of the water, you're going to see a giant red manta ray, or metallic manta ray, raise out of the water, and he jumps onto the back and fiddles around and opens a hatch and drops down before the manta ray blows out gas, explodes in geysers of steam as a big cloud of gas is expelled over the mist ward, and it descends into the waves. And
Did you just create Black Manta?
Red Manta. Come on.
I mean,
That's it for tonight, guys. Congratulations. You have survived a rather crazy jailbreak. Survive is like question.
The jailbreak wasn't crazy.
survived.
The
jailbreak wasn't crazy.
The jailbreak was crazy in that your plan went according to plan. How about that? The jailbreak was crazy
is
from a
where things went crazy.
I just want to say that was Trevor who started all of that.
Dude, Trevor comes in clutch with his disguise ability.
He was like, they're in cages. Fuck that.
Man, that's my character.
Yeah, he like opened it up first. I mean, to be honest, the doll. That is exactly what the doll-faced one was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you do have the doll-faced corpse right there on the thing, so you can see it.
It didn't burn?
No, well, it did burn, but it's a metallic warforged, so you can see
that's
kind of
right.
thing. So you guys can investigate that next time. This has been the Pen and Paper Pod. What do you guys think so far? How you guys doing? Are you guys okay?
I made friends with a dinosaur. I'm very.
He's still in your lap, baby. Like it blew him up.
There.
He took a lot. Actually, let's see how much damage. He took 31 damage. No, he took 21 damage. That is a great question. Let's actually find. I'm actually going to fucking solve this before the session ends.
Yeah. Hanging on in a
For Umarik's sake, it better not be dead. I think to myself as I'm just lying there prone on the ground.
He's bad too. He's only got 17 hit points left, but he snuffles you, and he's like got a burn on his like left side. His eye's like not there anymore. But he's
lost an eye.
Yeah, he lost an eye, but he's snuffling you still.
Okay, I'm gonna take care of him.
Okay.
You do that.
If you'll allow that, I don't know how that's gonna go.
We're gonna deal with you having a dinosaur friend next time, and I'm gonna figure out the rules for this.
In the sewer with him.
Furbolgs just get free advantage on animal handling. What the fuck is that? That is not something I knew or expected for that to happen. So what the fuck? He's a chunky monster. He's got like 51 health points. He was an actual challenge. You took it out of the question. Like that was a very dangerous encounter that you guys survived that I didn't necessarily expect you to, because I'm done with the thing, so I just throw stuff at you. That's what happened.
I wanted to kill you guys. I'm so done with
this.
I
just tried to kill. No, I'm just kidding. That's what I'm saying. I'm totally.
I tried to kill you guys, but once again, you somehow survived. I don't know how, but
there was a lot of ways that situation could have gone, and you guys engaged fully, did it to the combat to the best of your ability, and succeeded. I want to say that based on the guy that tried to have to convince you that you totally could fight the Nihilor when you guys actually fought him, I'm very proud of all of you, is what I want to say. Which is just a weird thing to say. I'm so sorry. But, yeah.
You survived my onslaught of I wanted to kill you.
I didn't want to kill... I'd never want to kill you, sir.
You wanted to kill us, sir.
I did not want to kill you. Shish kebab you. Shish it. Shish one more time. From the Tuscan Shed Media Network, and by extension, the Pen and Paper Pod, this has been Peter Dancy.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is fucking awesome.
Oh, are you playing it? How do you like it? Oh, we'll deal with this later. Yeah. I'll outro. Trevor Flynn. I do want to know. We're going to stay on it and try to figure this out.
Bye.
Edwin Reyes.
I hungry.
And of course, Megan Lewis.
Night. Happy tax day.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
One last time, I've been your host, Jack Newman. From everyone here at the Pen and Paper Pod, thanks for listening.